word. Let me fade
A
this
lot
back
of
on.
people? How many people?
It's just like whoever's going to be tuning in on this episode. Oh,
And
for
that
Christ.
is
I don't know. We average at like 20. Actually, we
20
average at like
people.
5. Whatever.
5
Point is, this
people.
is hello. Welcome to another episode. This one's recorded back to back. So, obviously here I am, VTR Comics. We also got Danny over here.
Yeah,
Dan,
I'm here.
Dan the man, as he also likes to
Dan
be
the
called.
man.
And we have a newer guest and a newer prominent user, but still a classic one who's been around Chill Hub for a fat minute. Would you like to introduce yourself?
What?
The
You're
drum.
talking to me?
It's you. Yes, it's
about
The
you.
drums. The drums. The
This
drums.
is your
Okay,
formal introduction
I'm-
instead of your late,
I'm
like.
chill bitch, but everyone calls me a completely different name because they're stupid. But I'm the most awesome person in the server, obviously, and I'm the youngest. I have to make that so super clear every time. No, it's not funny. I thought you were describing someone else for a second because it didn't sound like me. But then I'm the only other person here,
Exactly.
so
So by logic processing, who
I
else would
haven't
I
been
be talking
around
to?
that long. Like,
You've
okay,
been
not
around
that
for
long.
like as long as Liquid. You've been along for a
I've
fat
been around
minute.
for like 2 years actually. Anyway.
Longer than that.
No,
the
not longer than
Amino?
that. I was only on Amino since 2020. It's only been 2 years.
Whatever. It's been like 2.5 years then. Close to 3.
Only. Okay, 2.5 years, whatever. Okay.
Anyways.
And I haven't interacted with you for like more than that. Like more than half of that time. Because people. Who wants to hear me rant about stuff? Oh my god.
Not technically me. You shouldn't rant. Don't rant.
I wasn't asking.
Danny, classic PS3
you.
games, go.
I was asking the fans.
Drown her out.
that love me so
I'll lower her
much.
volume. I'll mute her.
No, don't mute me. I know Owl wants to hear me rant because he's nice.
Which on that note, let me
He
send out
gets
the
it.
broadcast to let everyone know that we're doing this again. Immediately. Ugh, why is my phone so bright? Jesus. I just got like my sclera just caught on fire.
Like one of those SpongeBob clips where it's.
Yes.
I like when cartoons are really silly looking and then.
But then
like,
something
go up
horrible
close
happens.
And it looks so.
The
like,
gross ups, yeah. The super
awful.
detailed stuff. Ren and Stimpy invented that damn near. Fucking
I
love
don't
Ren and Stimpy.
care.
Stimpy, you idiot! I think my
Oh my god,
slight,
do you guys know Roly
COVID
Poly
weekend.
Oly? Please tell me you know Roly Poly Oly.
I do. What about you,
It's
Danny?
the only reason I remember that is because the
don't think
house was
I
like
know it.
sentient and the door was its mouth and it looked like a teapot.
Huh. At any
Oh my god,
rate,
Wonder Pets? Wonder Pets was so cool.
let's make this an actual podcast and discuss some topics to run through, because despite it still being scattered, we did run through some like decent bullet points in the last episode.
You kept talking about things I didn't know anything about, so I couldn't say anything.
Well, let's talk about things that I don't know about, so you feel welcomed.
Yes, thank you.
But
so
also
much.
make like a list.
A list? Where?
something.
Where do I put it?
Anywhere. It's just like to keep track of shit so that we don't spend more than like 50 billion years on one topic.
I'm really good at doing that. Let me make a list.
Checking it twice.
Which, on that note, we should damn near make a holiday tier list at some point. I do want the Chillcast to be a more frequent thing. I'm probably gonna pick out
Halloween is better than Christmas. Argue with the law.
I mean, you're correct. I don't know why I would argue with the law.
Because I cannot even tell you how many people I've told that to, and they were like, "No, Christmas is more
Titus, get the
pleasant looking."
nails.
This, that, and the third. Like I will literally rip your throat out, please stop, is so annoying. Cause they're like, oh,
When the
put
pets
the pretty
teamwork,
lights
what's gonna
and
work?
the music. I don't think you understand how many retail workers literally go insane from hearing "All I Want for Christmas Is You," like all day, every day. I feel like they should get some time off. So, my family plays Christmas music in the middle of May. Imagine what it's like at actual Christmas time for me. They have like 20 million trees everywhere. It's
Ugh.
so annoying. And they have all these lights and all these. Oh my god. And then my family is over, like other family members are over for Christmas, and it's really weird because I don't know any of them. I mean, I know them, but I don't talk to them. Why would I talk to them?
Christmas makes me
I
feel
don't know.
awkward. I
Hearing
do
me
get time
talk
off. 1
about
hour
it.
is enough time. I don't like Halloween at all. You don't like Halloween, Danny?
Nope.
Why? Is it because you're a real
Come
vampire
on.
and you get offended when you see other people in their
Yes.
costumes going bleh?
Yes.
True.
Yes. Yes.
Danny gets
True.
offended because he's a real vampire. We got a
It's
bona fide
cultural
deal.
appropriation for him, to be honest.
Hey, to be fair, I damn near look. Never mind. I was gonna say I look like a monster myself, but nah. It's just
Bruh.
like, hey, listen. When you got as much hair as me, shit.
We're not that different. In the
Yeah,
hair
but you're a
department.
vampire. Your hair is luxurious. Mine
I
is
could
curly
both
and
describe
fucked.
you in vague detail, and I'm pretty sure at least one person would be like, "Oh, but they sound like the same person."
See, the thing about me
Both
is
have
that
long hair. Both have like beards of some sort.
okay, you have long hair. You have a nose. Like
You felt
you and
Yeah,
you and Liquid are
yes,
pretty much the
eyes
same person.
that he looks with.
Oh, come on, Danny. You shouldn't be offended from other vampires. You should only be offended by Twilight.
Halloween is better. Like, do you know how expensive Christmas is and how
I'm glad
stressful
I
that
haven't
time is?
seen that fucking franchise. With the glittery fucking vampires.
The
Bruh.
glittery vampires? Where?
Oh God, you've
Didn't-
activated her. No, we're not talking
No.
about Twilight.
No.
Oh, ew, Twilight? Gross.
Okay, good.
Right.
You're reasonable.
My mom likes it,
And-
and I can't stand it, man. It's
Sorta
You're based in
reasonable,
Red Pill.
sorta.
Twilight fucking sucks.
To you motherfuckers.
Didn't the wolf
Hey.
thing fall in love with the girl's daughter, which is really, really weird?
What's happening,
What's up,
Spoon?
y'all?
Would you like
It's your boy, Atomic Teaspoon, in the house.
Sets an introduction for himself. This is fucking. I'm gonna cry. I don't need to do all the hard work.
You're welcome.
He branded the girl daughter. Oh, if I know. V, are you Harry? Are you a werewolf?
You
Eh.
A tired werewolf.
Okay.
Oh
Corona.
my god.
Oh, you okay? You okay? You okay, mate?
No, it's fine. It's just a hairball or some shit.
Hey, ball.
Wait, no, that's
You're
the
not- you're not a
opposite
cat.
of a werewolf.
You're not a-
You'd be like
you're not a
acting
cat.
like a cat or something.
Yeah, I don't know if a hairball is the
let me
greatest
knock
thing
shit
to
over.
have.
Let me knock shit over like an asshole. Cats are fucking hilarious. I understand the
My
idea
cat
that having a
isn't a
cat,
cat.
being an asshole is part of the
Oh.
fun. I could never own a cat that's just an asshole. Because the concept
nobody
of
That's
played
why you guys
the-
should like mine, because my cat, he's the nicest cat ever.
Brilliant.
Did you play the new cat game?
Ah,
The
Stray.
Stray game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you can
Why?
claw
It's
on
so
the
expensive.
walls and the rug. Ooh, it's an. What do you mean?
It costs money.
Costs money. Yeah, that's how
Pirate,
people make
pirate.
money.
I
Don't pirate. I will actively
I
advocate
don't want to
against
do
pirating
either. I don't want to
Stray.
spend money, nor do I want to pirate.
A nice cat is a lie.
Arg. Pirate?
V and it. Big Owl.
Huh?
Big Owl, what do you mean
Huh?
by that? V and Danny should either fight or kiss. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What do you mean by that? No, you can't slip that under the radar. What the hell's wrong with
What
you?
the?
Oh
The only thing I'm gonna do is just a hug. Fuck that.
Fuck a hug. I'll punch him.
You're.
I don't even have a reason to punch Danny. But I'll punch him in the face.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna punch him in the dingling.
In the nuts?
Hey man, if you want to touch dicks that badly, I know a guy named Richard.
No. No.
Name who?
Richard.
I
I can't hear you over Denny. Over who?
Named Richard. You can adjust to the volumes. Anyway, Spoon, how's it
Richard.
going? How are you?
Why
What
does he
topics do you
sound
want to bring to the table?
Oh man, I don't think you're ready for this.
Oh, actually, no, I might be. What topics do you want to talk about?
To talk about dogs.
Dogs are so awesome. You're correct.
Dogs are pretty brilliant, you know, you're pretty basic
Specifically-
build.
Specifically, Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo is. I don't care what you say. I don't.
Specifically, Scooby-Doo's friends, Shaggy and Velma. Anyway, here we go. So,
You got us, boys.
yeah.
Multiversus.
We're talking about multiverses. Come on. Come on,
Okay.
baby.
Alright. Let's talk about multiverses, because actually, this is something I want to talk about. It's a very fun Scooby-Doo, not a real dog, though. You take that back! I've pet him once!
OP, by the way.
Multiversus as a 2D platformer fighter, which everywhere you look, it's making fighting game news. This fighting game is like this. It's a fighting game. If you want to make an argument that it's not a fighting game because it's got RNG, then whoop-de-doo, Guilty Gear Strive is a party game, you know? The way I see it, a party game is something like Mario Party, a minigame collection. And, you know, that's, okay, fine, an easy pick.
Wasn't there a Dragon Ball game that had like RNG or something?
Yeah, all of them. Damn near. Budokai Tenkaichi 2, RNG. If you bust through something, an item or a Dragon Ball could pop out. In normal versus matches, in the default state of play.
Yep.
So, if random item spawning makes it a party game, whoop-de-doo. Tenkaichi 2, my favorite.
Tenkaichi 2, 3, and probably 1.
Fucking Doom. Classic Doom's main method of calculating damage is RNG. But anyways, a party game to me is a minigame collection such as WarioWare. And there are, like, other games that can be suitable for a party. But they're usually just, like, sports or racing games, then. Like, I could put in Gran Turismo and a bunch of, like, Gran Turismo fans would have fun at the party. It just so happens that Mario Kart is more accessible, and more people like the idea of Mario Kart because it's been around long enough, been popular enough that it's, like, just already known. Same case for Smash. Bruh. Yeah, we're doing the continuation.
I'd just like to say, I'm a racing game fan. I love cars and stuff. Mario Kart is better than Gran Turismo. Just saying.
Ooh, is it okay? What about Forza though?
Forza is better than all of them. What are you talking about?
Okay. Oh, no, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
I like how Oni asks, bro, what have I missed? And then Danny's just like, not much.
Okay,
and then Big Al's like, a good amount, cuh.
Obviously, I'm a little biased, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm an Xbox guy. Forza is Xbox, Gran Turismo is PlayStation. That's just the thing. So it's basically like, oh, would you rather have Spider-Man or Sunset Overdrive? Okay, it's the same thing as that. Okay.
I think it's more like Halo or
God of War.
Yeah, God of War.
Uncharted or something.
I was trying to think of another FPS, and I was just like, ooh, PS3 doesn't really have ones that live, or the PlayStation doesn't have ones that live past the PS3.
Right, yeah, Xbox is just known for multiplayer games, so.
To be honest, yeah. Like, Xbox came out the gates swinging with online multiplayer on the original console, And, you know, even though you had to pay for it, the 360 only compounded that with their exclusives heavily featuring multiplayer. Like, I can't think of many single-player exclusives. But yeah, we're going to be talking about Multiversus, Oni.
Yep. So, first of all, who here has played Multiversus?
Me.
Obviously me. Dan, you played
I
it.
have.
You played
So
okay,
all of
okay.
us.
Seems
So
like
all of us here have
played
played
it.
Multiversus. Okay.
Now, the second question, how many of us have played Super Smash Brothers? Any of them?
Nope.
I have, but
Yes.
on occasion. I don't like own the game.
I've played every single one but Wii U and 3DS.
Same here. Actually, I played one. I played the 3DS version. It was short, but I played it. Actually, I've also played the Wii U version, so I've played all of them. And fan mods. Whatever. Point is, I competitively indulge in Smash, or at least I used to, because it used to be fun to me. Now I just look at Ganondorf and I sigh. So, I'm relatively knowledgeable when it comes to platform fighters because of that. But,
Right.
oh yeah, Oni as well, and then Big Owl. Okay, so y'all too. So you guys have also played Multiversus and Smash. It's good to hear, So we all have a general idea. What do we want to talk about? What do we want to say about it? I'm assuming Spoon, you'd be like the most excited.
You know, I think we should figure out who are we playing, okay? Who are we,
All of our mains.
V plays Batman the most.
Yeah, my main is Batman.
I play Finn and Arya.
I play Superman and Tom and Jerry.
Oh, Tom and Jerry.
Superman and Tom and Jerry.
The stuff I could talk
Dude,
about.
Tom and Jerry. I tried the other day. I tried to get into Tom and Jerry because that was my most excited. Like that's the character I was most excited for. And man, I don't know what it is, but I cannot learn that guy. He's weird. I don't know.
I have a way
just
to
doesn't
describe
fit
him.
my kind of playstyle, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's why he's an expert character. Like, the expert characters are unconventional to play compared to everyone else.
Yeah.
Like, Iron Giant doesn't have a traditional double jump, he has fuel.
But Arya isn't
Big
that
Owl is
hard.
going to play.
Arya isn't that hard.
Yeah, but she has unconventional mechanics like the backstab and, like,
The
I
face
guess.
steal, yeah.
so that's why she's an expert, you know? Like, Iron Giant isn't hard either, but it is weird getting used to the fuel if you haven't played him before. For at least a little bit. Big Owl, you're gonna be playing as Superman? Okay. So we got our mains. What about you, Saturn? Or Chill Bitch?
I main like 3 different characters. I main Finn because he's OP. I like Garnet
Very OP.
because she
Finn
looks
is not
cool,
OP.
but I don't like playing
not
as
OP.
her.
You like
And then I
Garnet
main
because
Harvey.
she's thick, gotcha.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. True.
It's fake thick
true.
and she looks like ass, but you know. Steven Universe
I
fans,
don't
what
care.
can you do?
I don't care. Don't people like kind of hate Finn mains because of that backpack spin move that he has?
We'll get there.
Apparently
We'll get there.
OP.
I'm holding myself back. We'll get there.
Right, but like Finn, the thing about Finn though is that he can easily be killed. Like he's an assassin, so he's one
But
of
so
the
can
lighter
Harley
characters.
and Arya. If you compare Finn to Harley and Arya, he's really dumb. Like, just straight up, he is dumb. He doesn't have to consider too much. And it's not like simple. It's not like he's just simple. No, he's dumb. He's shaggy dumb. I need bugs.
Man, why are you trashing on my character, man?
Because I've suffered from him. I can outplay a lot of things. That doesn't stop me from disliking a lot of the things that he can do.
Yeah.
But I think Batman is dumb too. He's just a different kind of dumb. He's like a technical dumb, and he's dumb in like literally both ways, where he's kind of bad, but the stuff that's good about him is really fucking dumb and good.
Like those batarangs. Literally,
Yeah,
if he didn't
people
have
hate his
batarangs, he would lose
batarangs.
every single time.
It's his neutral attack. Give him a break. He can't do anything else. He tries to punch you.
don't
Everyone else's fist is bigger.
That and the-
Batman
and the
is a
grappling
guy.
hook
He
thing.
doesn't have
The
armor.
only
He doesn't have
good thing
armor
about him-
breakers.
If he didn't have that feature, Batman mains would be done for. I swear to
You're
God.
correct! That's why he has to
I
abuse
am.
Batarang! You're only
It's so
saying,
stupid,
yes,
though.
game balance.
Because it throws me off because it's kind of like a
It's a projectile that he can control.
But it goes around. Like,
It's a
it doesn't
projectile
just
that he can
go
control.
and disappear,
That's
but it'll
why.
come back at you, and that's the worst part.
Yeah, you'd be terrible at Smash. I'd beat your ass. Just use Link Boomerang. Oh, now I got an opening hits back in the head.
I already beat a Batman NPC. It was just difficult the
NPC?
first time.
No.
Yeah.
You ain't even playing online? Whew.
Oh no.
No, because I don't want to.
Literally. Hold up, I'll beat y'all with LeBron. That's big talk, Owl. You know, we all have this game. We all have this crossplay game.
I want to know.
Do we really want to run through this? Do we really want me to embarrass y'all? Name a date, name a time, name a price. I'll put $1 down.
Price? A
Yeah,
price
I'll
to beat my
bet.
ass? Are you serious?
I'll put money down on this.
I mean, you could easily beat me. I'm not arguing. I'm just saying, like, I
Okay,
have
see,
to
you know your place. Big Owl, though.
I remember
you
other
talking shit.
sessions on Smash Bros. With me, V, and everyone would like fight each
Yeah,
other.
Oni was also there, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Bugs
Oni
in
was
that
there.
dumb red box thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think Oni and 12.
12, yeah. I think
Uplist $5.
I think
Okay,
Knight
go.
sometimes was Knight there sometimes, maybe.
At least once, maybe.
And maybe
Oni,
Mikey.
you play Wonder Woman. Mikey doesn't own Smash, so he was never there.
There was someone else. I know there was like someone else. There's me, 12, Oni, and someone else. Sometimes.
Maybe one of my
coming in.
friends.
Yeah, it's probably one of your friends. Yeah.
Yeah, I
one that
definitely
plays
remember a
Samus.
time.
The one that plays.
Yeah,
Samus.
he was on his Samus mode. That was Manny.
Yeah.
Great fucking guy. I hate him.
It's pretty darn good with that.
No, he's extremely good at most fighting games because he has the brain for it. I have the brain for a lot of reads and predicting patterns. So I can make really big moves and time myself appropriately if I know what my opponent's gonna do. Like, I'll dash forward at the ledge, but then I'll dash back and just charge up smash them just like, you fool! You've fallen into my trap! And they just like jump and try to fast fall, or they roll. So it's just reaction after that. Just like, oh, you rolled, let me let go of the button. Oh, you jumped, let me hold, wait, and there we go. It's more like hold as like a safety net, but you know, so that I don't do it too early and miss. But I playing Smash when you can pretty much only play it competitively with your friends gets really tiresome when you just so happen to main either difficult or low tier characters. So I'll just make this simple example. Dr. Mario, under most circumstances, can use his neutral special, the pill, to help him close the gap, and it's a pretty nice and relatively large projectile that he can combo off of. And because it's a projectile that covers a decent amount of space, if you're not able to jump over it or roll past it, then you're probably just going to shield it, where Dr. Mario will most likely be able to grab you and get a grab combo. Fucking Ganondorf gets none of that set play. His tools just aren't very good, period. Like, you can go through them and all of their data, and like, yeah, they're big. Sometimes, like, his smash attacks are big. He does have decent mid-range, but he doesn't get anything after he hits you once. That's the part that really sucks. He has to get in way closer than he needs to get a grab, and then he gets a grab combo. Or he risks it with a dash attack, which is always unsafe on shield. And he can't really get something unless he's immediately getting dwarf, getting morb. Fucking. Well, yeah, he's just like a bad character. I believe he's the worst in the game, worse than Little Mac, because he doesn't have any tools to service him. His best ones are still ones that don't work very well against like
I'm glad
most of the cast.
you mentioned Little Mac. Oh my guy.
Little Mac is
My
also
guy.
very, very low tier. Like, you know, when I say like Ganondorf is worse than Dr. Mario and Little Mac, that's because they like have literally 2 to 3 things or one thing that they can rely on. Like Pit and Dark Pit They are so weird. They're like mid-tier, but also basically the worst in the game because they have like nothing, but they also kind of have one thing, whether it's Pit's arrows or like a single combo. You know, like compare those guys to like Marth, who isn't even. I mean, Marth is good, but he's not like S tier. You know, Marth compared to Lucina simply because of the fact that Marth needs to space his stuff for good reward.
Right.
Who do you consider the Smash Kazuya of Multiverses? None of them. There's no technical like wave dash and that. I mean, honestly,
Tail story.
God damn it. Is that Mikey I'm hearing?
Oh, you're in the cast.
We
That makes a
are.
lot I thought this was the regular chill mic list. Oh,
welcome to the stream. Unwelcome to the stream then.
Oh, it's a good thing I didn't finish that sentence.
Holy shit!
Anyways, before I actually ramble on about Smash Multiverses, I mean Batman, Spoon, you mean Finn and Arya. I think like Finn is like Shaggy. They're both dumb. They can get away with some really dumb like spam, and it's not like I can't deal with that spam, but I could imagine a lot of people not being able to.
You're just saying I should just main Arya then.
I'm saying I would definitely feel proud of you if you solo mained Arya. You can main Finn though. Don't get me wrong. Every now and again, I'm definitely gonna fuck around with Taz and Shaggy because they're so stupid.
Because lately I've been, training up my Arya, trying to get better at it. And what I do is if I win a match with Arya, then lose the rematch and I break out Finn, so I can get the top.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to win. So
and the biggest problem about Finn, I shit you not, is the fact that in a bad connection, he as well as a lot of other characters are impossible to deal with because their hitboxes are just like they just fuck up in a bad connection.
A lot of people in this last Evo tournament, a lot of people picked Velma,
I'm not surprised.
But yeah, I'm not surprised either.
The only zoner better than Velma is like Tom.
Yeah, a lot of people are calling for Velma to be nerfed a bit. And one of the interesting things though that I saw was that there should be a thing where you can knock off her glasses, and then her hitbox is smaller because she can't see as well. And then it'll go back if she puts her glasses up.
Hold on. So she gets hit and actually lost her glasses?
No, that's what they think they should do.
Oh, okay.
That's what fans want as
a glasses knockoff? That would be very interesting. That would actually be really, really interesting. Because as it stands, the problems that I have with Velma is that she gets all of her rewards without engaging with the enemy. She is built to run away, gather evidence, call the police car for a cheap stock, or she literally just gets away from you and does auto-targeting words. And the reason why that sucks is because dodging those words is unnecessarily difficult. All of her projectiles are really large, and they control a lot of space. That's the big thing.
Yeah. So basically what they're saying, what they think they should do is that you should be able to knock off the glasses after a certain amount of hits or maybe a certain amount of damage. And then you can knock that off and she can't see, so she can't look for evidence. And then her hitboxes on her stuff would be smaller because, she wouldn't be as accurate.
I feel like it would be cooler if she couldn't angle her laser and if her words didn't auto-target. Although I do like the smaller hitbox idea, don't get me wrong. I would love for her moves to be smaller. But I feel like it would be interesting to have, first of all, the idea of knocking off her glasses and then having her suffer for it, very nice, given that she's already a character that's going to be moving around. I think it would be cool to have this sort of like King K. Rool crown mechanic. Obviously, not to that degree. That would be insane. Because King K. Rool's crown used against him is really busted if you know what you're doing. You know, you could just toss it at him, and you could just, like, play safe, and it's still pretty good. But if you know what you're doing with that thing, ooh, the combos. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah. But I think maybe we should just do the thing where, like, if you knock off her glasses, she can't look for evidence. That she can't get her, you know, because she can't see. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool.
I think not being able to find evidence would only fix, like, one aspect of her toolkit, which is the police car. If she still has... Oh, to me, Velma's true issues as a character, her down air, up air, and up tilt are literally some of the largest moves I've ever seen. Because even off of the graphic, even off of the visualizer, they still connect with me. Her literal toes spiked me one time with her down air that's supposed to be her dropping her glasses down like it's Peach's crown, just smacking you with them or something. What? Now, I play Batman. Batman's down air will stretch all the way to the top and hit you. But at the very least, that's part of his animation. I'm not saying that's like a normal thing, but for crying out loud, I play Smash. I've seen fucked up hitboxes, and Velma's is somehow the most fucked up. Like, this would be like getting hit by Palutena's back air because her toe touched you. Like, there's no part of the visual, there's no supplementary graphics effects that are like appearing on top, you know, there's no like 2D effects or anything, and there's no part of her body that is in motion. But I still get spiked. Really? Like, my biggest problem with Multiversus is actually the fact that there's way too many moves like that. Smash and the way that most fighting games actually handle their hitboxes on a frame-by-frame basis. So let's say if you have, like, Ryu's Tatsumaki Senpyukaku, his fucking helicopter kick. If you have Ryu do that special move, it's actually gonna be a hitbox that tracks his leg. Meaning that if his leg is behind him, sure, you can still guard, but it's only going to hit your guard when his leg comes back in front. Same thing with Ken. You know, Ken's, it hits multiple times, but it's only when the shit is, like, moving in front of him. And theoretically, if you got behind Ryu and his leg swings behind him, and you didn't block, you know, you're probably going to get hit by that, you know? That's how a hitbox actually should work. If it goes behind someone, and then you're behind someone because you jumped over them or something, you're probably going to get hit. You know, that's fine. But in Multiversus, a lot of the time, it's going to be like, okay, the move starts charging from behind this character, and since this hammer is a cartoon large hammer, literally on the frame before it moves, we're going to have it hit you. And it doesn't look good or make sense, because it's a move that literally hasn't started yet. Even though by the data it has, you know, the hitbox is there, you know, that's when it's active and all that. But why? You know, like, I think Bugs and Harley, they both have, like, their hammer swing that just charges behind them. It's their neutral smash or whatever. Literally, as soon as they let go of the button, the hammer does not actually move an inch, but it will hit you. Because that's where it starts. If that was in Smash, worst, like if DDD had something like that, worst case scenario is that it was going to be something like a weak hitbox that like pushes you slightly away. Because there are moves like that. Whether it's from the overshoot of the animation or the startup, there are moves like that. But they usually like have an appropriate amount of startup, and it's not just like, I've charged it, letting go of the button, hitbox activated, it's huge, it's on the body, it's behind, and it's hitting you just all at once. You don't need to see the hammer move, it's just hitting you. That's not a very good fighting game in terms of animations and programming in that sense. And, you know, everyone has this problem, I think. Like Batman, his cape can hit people with his forward air. A spin kick in front of him, and his cape hits you. I'm just glad that most of the time, his second part of the forward air doesn't, like, naturally lead if you space it like that. You know? And, again, if these were just, like, specifically different hitboxes, like Harley's neutral attack, she swings her hammer around her. And specifically, when it swings behind her, it's a sweet spot. It has a different sound, it has more damage and knockback. Something like that would actually be, like, that's pretty much what we need. But we just need a lot more trimming, like we need these hitboxes to basically be more fair, because they're active for a really long time. And that's what I don't like about Multiversus so far, because it has a lot of really good ideas and potential. Especially the perks. I think they're fun, I think they're good. Some of them don't feel as useful as they could. Others feel way too good, and some of them just aren't worth it unless you have a partner, depending on your character. But you know, that's my general thoughts.
So all that talk,
right?
and let me tell you that I think Wonder Woman's better than her.
You think Wonder Woman is better than Velma?
Yes.
In what way?
I personally have had a more annoying experience against Wonder Woman, so
I can agree. I've definitely fought good Wonder Women who just down tilt my batarang and then I have to sit there like, what do you want me to do? You have a sword. Right. If I punch you, I get my hand cut.
Exactly. Yeah, I just...
She does have very decent tools. I think that she's a sleeper, like, high tier. If not top tier.
Right.
Especially with her whole, like, charging the down tilt, like, actually...
I mean, Wonder Woman did just win the Evo tournament, the teams tournament, so... Yeah, it was Wonder Woman and Tom and Jerry.
Oh my god. Was it, was the Tom and Jerry that one Smash player? Do you know the player name for the Tom and Jerry?
Believers Void?
Yeah. Checks out. Everything Void. Checks out. Void. He's like the number one player right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he won like a tournament right before the Evo tournament, with that Hungry Bots hosted. Because he hosts a bunch of tournaments.
Yeah.
But so
he's
Hungry Bots hosted a tournament, and he won the 1v1. He won the 1v1 tournament before Evo with Tom and Jerry against Wonder Woman. And now he's won at Evo in teams with Wonder Woman. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. But
yeah. I mean, I will say this much. A lot of the shit that I have to say about Multiversus definitely is because of online. Like Finn, his up special, the backpack whack. That shit is enormous online sometimes. I will come up from above him with a dive kick, and I will get knocked away. My move is already active. It's a constant dive kick, you know? It's just a down special in the air. And I will get hit. And I'm just like, what? But it's Link's spin attack. It literally has a blind spot right above him on the head. And I've done it before. I have literally hit him out of that. But it's based on the connection. So, yeah, it's kind of fucky.
Yeah. Cool.
So local, I see Velma as, in local play or in good connection, Velma is way easier to deal with because dodging her projectiles, you can actually time it a lot easier. And you can react to what Velma's doing better, and you're not going to suddenly teleport into her arms or anything like that. Velma still has really large hitboxes I don't like. And, who knows? Maybe getting spiked by her toes was literally an online mistake. Maybe I'll like test that out tomorrow or something, or tonight. I don't know, and I'll see if that's like a funny little online thing, or if she really is as stupid as I think. Tom and Jerry, though. I don't want to talk about Tom and Jerry. I'll talk about them later. Danny, what about you? What do you guys say about Multiversus?
Technically, I don't know nothing about Multiverse. I just knew about this game.
Yeah, you played it some.
Like,
what do you
like,
say?
like 5 hours. It's pretty enjoyable, to be honest.
It's enjoyable. What kind of modes have you
Yeah.
played?
Any of them.
So you played like the free for all with items?
Yeah, I like that the most.
Yeah, see?
But I hate the Velmas. I hate the Velmas.
Yeah. It's literally because she just pisses off and runs away. Like, fuck off.
Oh yeah.
Either jump off stage so that I can hit you, or stand still so I can hit you. I even fought a good Velma. I forget if it was with you, Spoon. It might have been. I even fought a good Velma with like an okay Bugs. And man, just like, ugh. Very, very just large hitboxes.
I don't think I've even really fought that many Velmas.
Yeah. Because whenever we played, I was just like, I'll handle Velma. She's a bitch.
I was like, I don't know. Everyone's talking about Bugs Bunny, right? But like, I don't know, man. I don't think he's that bad.
like in a good or a bad way?
I personally,
Like
I
bad
don't
to
know. I just don't think he's. I think he's OP, but not as OP as people are making him out to be.
Yeah,
like
I think
they're making it
pretty
seem like he's this game-breaking character that.
Yeah, no, I fought a Bugs Bunny who basically thought he was hot shit. And there's this one thing that I kind of don't like about the game, but will accept, and that's the fact that like up attacks are just like perfect anti-airs. If someone is doing an attack and they're above you, your up attack is almost always going to beat theirs out, which is why Batman can like up tilt or up air or up special the Iron Giant's butt bomb so easily. That's just how the game is like hard coded. It's like Dragon Ball Fighters. If you do down heavy and you do that launcher kick attack, that is just an anti-air. Whatever attack your opponent does, if it counts as an air attack, and it's not like a projectile or anything, then you are going to just have that attack pass right through you, and you're gonna hit them either way. And I don't like that in place of having a good move just be an anti-air. But you know, I'll take it. You know, if we have to resort to that instead of giving like a limb intangibility, like Smash does it. King K. Rool, Mario, their up tilts have arm intangibility, so nice anti-airs. King K. Rool's up smash is just really large and fast, while Mario's up smash is also large and fast, but his head is invincible. So again, both very good for challenging an attack from the air. Obviously, if you hit their like toes or something, then ooh, they get hit. At any rate, I'll take that. And the Bugs was doing this loop of just like neutral air, fast fall down onto the floor, move, neutral air again, and then try to drop kick. And it was literally just a pattern. He didn't even do projectiles very much. Like he wasted them all on cooldown. Like I would just dodge them because he just like put them everywhere, cover space. Go to the burrow, cover space. And I'd be like, oh, okay. And then just whooping ass with Superman. I see you, Big Owl. So allow me to adjust a little bit of this. Anyways, with this I was Batman. I was fighting Bugs. No, I would just up tilt him. Like it got to the point where like I was either up tilting or up special. You know, both like up attack in the air and on the ground, and like up special on the air and the ground. It got to the point where to actually seal the stock, because I also had the Batarang, so every now and again I would just be a little bit reserved and throw the Batarang from my smoke or something to catch him off guard, and then come in with my aggression, because this guy didn't really have good defensive movement. He didn't really mix himself up, so I would just like hit him with combos, or he would try to attack me through it, and I was like, come on, I got combos. And to seal the second stock in the final match, I literally just moved away. He was like in front of me, and he was doing his pattern again. I just dodged back a little bit just for positioning and charged up attack. And he moved into it with a drop kick. He's just like, I got you now. He got flung. Fully charged up attack. He saw it coming. He was right there. He could have done anything. He could have just planted his feet on the ground, walked a little bit, and charged his own neutral attack, and then, worst case scenario, I would have had to have, like, dodged either away or in. And, yeah, basically, he could have done anything other than an aerial. But he was so hopped up on what he thought was tech skill that he was just mashing his way into a loss. He wasn't really thinking about the moves he was doing. He was just doing them, expecting everyone else to run into him. Which is probably why I managed to fight him. It's probably successful enough for him to, like, be ranked, like, somewhat in the higher end. But he wasn't very good. I definitely bullied him to a degree. But yeah, I think that, generally speaking, Bugs Bunny is the kind of character where a lot of beginners basically get curb stomped by him.
Yeah.
Because they try to do something, and then they move into one of his attacks, where he then, as this guy was trying to do, just fall into a combo.
No.
And the combos in the game are pretty simple. Like, Batman can just 1-2 side punch and then jump forward there twice. Usually works. And that's kind of a cool thing. Like, I appreciate the fact that they're freeform and simple enough. You can use them with dodging, and you can do a lot of extended stuff if you know what you're doing with the character. That's why Batman I've just enjoyed Batman so much. Eventually, I'm going to, like, learn a little bit more of Superman, a little bit more of Wonder Woman. But, the game doesn't need to be...
DC characters, huh?
They're definitely more interesting to me than the other characters, because, like, I mean, out of obligation, I will learn Tom and Jerry, but I don't have a burning desire to play, like, Bugs or Shaq or Velma or Shaggy, because a lot of them are just like, oh, here's their broken move. Yeah, gonna use that a lot online. The DC characters aren't really like that. Wonder Woman's good, clearly, as she makes it to, like, Evo finals and wins in teams with Lloyd. Like, wow. But, like, if you look at Wonder Woman, there's no Finn's backpack, or Shaggy side special, or
Lasso.
anything like that. No. Lasso is actually a shitty hitbox. Like, Lasso is good Yeah, but try using Lasso online, and it's gonna be just, like, unresponsive, you know? So, like, it feels generally more fair. Like, Superman, he can definitely do some devious shit with laser eyes and then, like, tossing you up or back or down. Like, Superman is actually a pretty great character, but, he's not really... He doesn't feel busted, aside from his up attack. Just hitting like a fucking truck when it's fully charged. Died at 40. It's like, whoa, dude. Yeah, Big Al will come through and say, yep. If the Superman main can agree with me, yep, his up smash is broken. And then I feel validated enough. But otherwise, he doesn't have any armor in the air, and, like, he doesn't have armor on his side attack, unlike Garnet. God, Garnet's annoying. And she shit talks Batman for no reason.
Giant.
Oh, yeah. What else do we want to talk about in Multiversus?
Yeah.
Modes? Because I think, like, the characters we already discussed a lot about.
Well, how do we... Actually, let's shift it a bit in Multiversus. Let's talk about the future and how we think this free-to-play model would do for it.
Well, given the fact that Saturn has Multiversus and played it, and Danny has played Multiversus, do you see them, like, even though there's... It's a weird comparison, but Smash Flash 2 is free, but it's also very much so like Smash. Meaning it's just as complex, genuinely. Super fun, super sick, I love the game. but I wouldn't blame anyone for not really playing it because every online lobby they go to is just someone beating their ass with a super cool combo, you know? I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's fair. The Multiversus is simple enough with good enough ideas that going free to play, I think makes it have as much potential as Fortnite for popularity.
Yeah.
That's what I
I
think.
think.
Like Danny, do you think that you would have played this game?
I think it does depend.
Yeah.
Smash Bros.
Yeah. Do you think that you would have played if you had like, if you just bought a Switch or something, but you still had your PC? Would you
Probably.
would you go to Smash or Multiversus first?
Probably Smash.
You think you would go to Smash first?
That's the
Probably
question.
it's a better game. It's a better game.
Now, I was asking Danny if he thinks that he would go to
Just
Smash Bros.
Multiversus is
to play.
fun, but I don't
So
think
literally,
it's better than
in
Smash.
this day and age, right now, you would probably play Super Smash Bros. Online, be it with like your friends or random folks in like lobbies and shit. You would be more likely
Probably.
to play Smash Brothers. Okay, now what if you owned Smash?
Would I rather play Little Mac or Finn?
Little Mac or Finn? Yeah, pretty much. Or Marth and Arya.
Even Arya, like Arya's pretty good.
The way I see it is that with the crossplay and free online,
It is.
I
think
just can't
Multiversus-
see.
And that code.
Multiversus is just. Multiversus is like why Fortnite. Fortnite is, it's so big. Even though a lot of people hate it and hate on it, it's so big because it's crossplay.
yeah.
Because it has this
Will the
free-to-play
Animaniacs
model.
be in the game?
Because it
Honestly,
has
though.
these things that you can collect in the shop and stuff like that, and deck out your character. It's because of that that it's so popular.
Yeah, and if they put in a way to earn Gleamium besides the Battle Pass, then I think Multiversus is going to be a really good game. Because right now, my main complaints are obviously like, online's a little bit rough, but the prices with the Gleamium!
We need the Animaniacs. Let's go.
Yeah, the Animaniacs would be really good.
Animaniacs.
We need-
Multiversus
Only-
is
only-
generally like,
Only brought it up and I'm like, yes, please.
yeah. Generally speaking, I feel like Multiversus
Fast
has like,
Legends would be fun.
a lot of good potential. Ren. I meant to say Rick and Morty are in. They're gonna, or at least Rick is.
No, it's both. They're both separate characters.
Okay, so did they both get revealed on the website then?
I think they're just talking about Morty now, but
Okay.
Rick will be talked about in a bit, probably.
Yeah, we gotta have Tom and Jerry together, but Rick and Morty, let's separate them. Ugh! I still stand by my
I mean, like-
opinion.
They're not
I don't
really
think
like
Jerry
Tom
would
and
do
Jerry.
much.
They're not really. You know, it's not like.
But I feel like you could
I don't
have
know.
a much like more fun, or at least funny moveset. Like first of all, Ultra Instinct
feel like
Shaggy,
the
haha,
only way-
funny meme. I'm an actual Scooby-Doo fan. I would have loved to have seen Shaggy and Scooby together. Or fuck it, put the whole crew in. Alright? Imagine a 5-character Palooza where they're all just like running together in like a cloud or some bullshit. But I feel like mainly I feel like this because Tom and Jerry are together, and you're basically just playing as Tom. Like, yeah, there are some moves that involve Jerry, but you're basically just playing as Tom. The whole, like, accidentally collateral and hitting other people, yeah, it's funny enough and all. And I don't mind how they made the movesets, but you could have had way more just Tom and Jerry goodness if they were separate characters, and Jerry was just, like, enlarged more. Because, let's be real here, what's gonna be a cooler matchup? Tom and Jerry versus Tom and Jerry, or Tom versus Jerry? Come on, you robbed us! But you want Scrappy Doo
Thomas.
in the game? Fuck Scrappy. No one likes
Thomas
Scrappy.
versus Gerald. Well, first off, if we want to put a mouse in there alone, you'd have to put Speedy Gonzalez, okay? No.
I mean,
Here's
I
the thing.
guess.
Let's talk about
Damn
characters
defense
that
scrappy.
we want. Characters we want in this game. Characters we want in this game.
Characters that we want.
I have one right off the bat. Right off the bat, I want so bad, and that's Ben 10.
Oh, Ben
Yeah,
10.
Ben 10.
Ben 10.
He'd be
Ben
cool to
10.
see.
But
He'd be like
the
about
classic, the classic.
Think
Ben
about
10,
yeah,
not-
changing classic Ben. I'm not talking like Alien X Ben 10. I'm talking like the original, like you have like
That
your
looks scrappy.
the fire one and firearms and I forgot Heat Blast. Yes, Heat Blast, Accelerate. Dude, brings back memories. Yeah, I think if you have Ben 10 with the original, then imagine like changing between aliens. It'd be kind of
Yeah.
like Pokemon Trainer, kind of. You know.
The way that I was actually
Like,
thinking about it was like,
Powerpuff Girls, maybe.
Powerpuff Girls would be nice. I thought.
Be
Sorry.
interesting.
What I was thinking of. For Ben 10
No,
was
split
that he
them
would
into
be
three
like.
separate characters.
Yeah. Put fucking salt in the wound. For fuck's sake. Next
Mucha
up,
Lucha.
we're gonna have Fred
Lucha.
and Daphne. Oh,
That would be
God.
fun, but I
Put in
doubt.
the flea.
I
Put in the
doubt
flea.
he would put Mucha Lucha. It's just,
Put in the flea. Ugh.
She has a great fucking she has a great goddamn, what do you call it, intro. But for Ben 10, if they put him in and he transforms like as a part of his moveset, I could see that being like the way that I wished Young Link was in Smash Ultimate. Because for the Smash Ballot, I was thinking to myself,
Maybe.
in the Smash 4 days, I was actually thinking to myself, you know what? What's more realistic, getting Beautiful Joe or getting Young Link? And then I literally wrote down, I would like Young Link, but if he would transform, that would be so cool. Like his down special could be the Goron rolling, side special is fucking Zora Boomerang, you know, up
Yeah,
special
I-
is Deku
I
Helicopter.
I had this interesting thought with Ben 10 and how he could work. Okay, maybe they could kind of do it like Arya when she steals a face, when she isn't transformed, but when she does the move,
Yeah, you transform into
she
it.
transforms into them and then goes back. So maybe
Yeah,
like doing like
that
a
would
certain move.
work.
Yeah, that's also what I was thinking of. And it could realistically work for all of them, and maybe he just has like one move that's like a, I guess as they call it in the scene, a sex kick, which is like Mario's neutral air. It's those karate kicks. Called sex kicks because they're just like long and they stay out there.
Right.
It's a funny ass move, or a funny
Well,
name for it.
Here's what I want to see also is I want to see Tom and Jerry versus Mordecai and Rigby.
That would be a really weird one.
That would be
Eh?
weird.
That'd be like
Eh?
interesting.
I would like Johnny Bravo, to be honest.
Thank you, Curly. What about
Johnny
you,
Bravo
Saturn? What
next
character would
to-
you
I mean-
want to see?
Okay, come on, bro. If you're gonna have Adventure Time in Steven Universe, you gotta have regular.
I do
stuff.
want to see regular show, but you say like Mordecai and Rigby, like they would be one character together, which I could
Yes.
see, but I also couldn't see because Shaggy is fucking Ultra Instinct Shaggy, and Rick and Morty are separate. So I'm just sitting
Okay,
here thinking
fine.
like,
We
what
could
would
do,
they
like-
do?
We could do like them on the Excellent Robot, like the
Ooh,
the Mecha Robot in that Duck episode.
that would.
They're
be
gonna
nice.
have
That'd
that
be fun.
Robot then.
I do think that there was like a lot of missed opportunities in, I guess, in terms of like conceptual rosters. Because for Smash, obviously we have like the partner characters, Ice Climbers. You know, two of the same character, but and you control them both at the same time. It's pretty neat, pretty cool. You know, Sakurai's out here giving us the fucking time stone or something. You know, letting us control both at the same time. It's just like Marvel 2. Maybe Marvel 1, I can't remember. And then eventually we got the puppet characters, or like eventually in terms of Smash, we got the puppet characters, Rosalina and Luma, and that's much more like what Tom and Jerry are like. But I would love to see like just like, and obviously the transforming characters that are like 2-in-1 or 3-in-1, like Pokemon Trainer, or how Samus used to be able to go between in and out of her suit with her final smash and stuff, or taunts if you figured out the fucking secrets. But
Right.
something that I really think is a missed opportunity is like super funky fucking characters, like just like conglomerate, like 3 characters at once, because you don't see that a lot in fighting games.
We could, I mean, like only, but we could do the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Or
They were
the
in
mask.
Nickelodeon All Stars.
Or
And
the
if
mask.
Nickelodeon still the Mask. Is that even owned?
Yes.
Is that Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
Shit, that's actually kind of funny. Oh, what if Jim Carrey reprised his fucking role just for voice lines?
I think Nickelodeon got them just because they've been on Nickelodeon, right? Like,
They definitely
did-
own the distribution rights.
yeah.
Like, I believe the Paramount movie was like being made before they got the distribution and airing
But, like,
rights. Because now anything that they appear in is an actual Nickelodeon collaboration. Like, it's Nickelodeon signing off the Ninja Turtles to be in Smite. It's Nickelodeon making Shredder's Revenge and the collections, you know?
Right.
So I think it's like, by all
Thank God
technicality,
we're
it's
gonna
just
see
like
Captain Planet.
Nickelodeon's choice.
Captain
Now,
Planet.
technically speaking, there is nothing stopping them from joining, but there's also nothing, like, helping them from joining, you know? Like, Sakurai did God knows what to put Sora and Minecraft
I could see-
Steve,
I
you
could
know?
see Ninja Turtles. I could see Ninja Turtles being like the last character ever added to the game.
Yeah, Ninja
Like-
Turtles being the Sora of the game. Just Nickelodeon's just like, fine, you somehow got Mickey in half the Ninja Turtles, can you put SpongeBob in? No. I think one of the
Well-
characters that I want to see the most, though, the JoJo's character.
Hmm.
Warner Brothers, they own the distribution rights now. What other anime character would be there? What other anime character would fit? And I really do mean that. Because, like, Goku, you're not going to fit enough of his moves, the fans are going to complain. Naruto, you're not going to fit enough of his forms, the fans are going to complain. Ichigo,
That is Disney.
Ichigo's Disney. Oh, no.
Disney owns the distribution rights.
to Bleach? Or the Dragon Ball?
I thought well, you said Goku, so that's why I was
Ah,
like,
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Disney
I
does
don't know
technically
about
own
Bleach.
the rights, I think. Yeah, because it's Fox, so they by proxy own. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Goku is technically like a Disney thing as well.
oh man.
But imagine the JoJo's character. Like, imagine Jotaro coming in there. He doesn't necessarily need every single move. He's a really simple character. He doesn't need every form, and his abilities don't change based on the forms, and you can keep him spoiler free too. That's the fun part. Because of the way the game works, I'm pretty sure that doing Zawardo would be kind of hard. So they could just not have that moving. So I want to see a JoJo's character.
I'm thinking of characters that I would like to see with a skin, like with a separate skin.
That's
That
another
I'd
good
really
idea.
like to see, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the fast forward outfits. I love
yeah.
that series. Like I love that.
Fast Forward deserved the second season. It was literally like
It did. It was so good to me. I know. I
it was
really enjoyed
it was
it.
fun. It was
but-
entertaining. I liked it a lot as well. I don't understand why fans don't like it. It's saddening. Have you ever seen Ninja Turtles Fast Forward? I doubt it, but you know. Or you could just stay mute. Okay. She doing one of
Yeah,
her shy
she hate
things.
me, y'all. She hate me.
Yeah, no, she just hates all of us actually equally. You, me, Danny. Nothing but belligerent hate. Racist, actually.
Bruh.
Oh no.
Fucking racism.
Racism.
Samurai Jack.
What about Ed, Ed, and Eddie?
Ed and
That
Eddie?
could work.
Ed,
That could be
Ed,
fun.
and Eddie.
I think it's
you know
also
that?
kind of.
I mean, they
Alien.
have Velma in there. Okay, they could do Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah.
Billion.
Velma
and
being on
Mandy.
her own is another thing that pisses me off. Why Velma? Like, don't get me wrong.
Fred.
I enjoy Velma.
Fred has all the traps and stuff. Why don't you
Yeah.
do Fred?
Yeah. Or Daphne, the actual martial artist. Stop! No,
Yeah.
put Shaggy in and he's gonna be just Goku and Captain Falcon. Come on! Shaggy would have
Kids
been
Next Door, probably.
so fucking good with Scooby accidentally doing shit that damages the opponent. That would have been accidental collateral fucking damage. Just imagine running away from different monsters on some like Frank West, whatever the Dead Rising guy is. Just like, oh, you just so happen to fall into the thing that's related to the series.
Frank West, by the way.
Okay, yeah, Frank West. You know why. You absolutely know why.
We need courage to cowardly down.
Every time Velma becomes Walter White because she has glasses.
I think something that's important to note, though, is the fact that, like, these, Pennywise could be in. That's fun. But, like, if you look at the roster right now, 3 DC characters, like, what, 3 to 4 Cartoon Network characters? And, you know, they're relatively modern. But then you have, like, Bugs, Taz, those are, like, and Tom and Jerry, classic. I mean, obviously,
Where's Daffy Duck?
I was gonna say, part of the reason why, like, I haven't seen Daffy at all, I'm assuming, is because his moveset wouldn't really be all too derived.
Maybe
like,
he can be Duck Dodgers. Probably.
or, actually, I would like to
think-
see Daffy as an alternate costume for Bugs.
I think eventually we'll see the whole Scooby Gang in there. I think eventually.
I
I
think
mean,
that's
who
really
knows
awkward.
how big this game could grow? I mean,
That too. But the way I see it
I
right
mean-
now, they're definitely choosing, like, some obvious picks, but they're also going out of their way for, good and unique movesets. Like, the way that Batman's Batarang works, yeah, that's pretty unique. Wonder Woman, she's not over here just, like, as a girl Superman. No, she has her own tools, and they have their own, like, utility. And as much as I don't like Shaggy, he, at the very least, fills in the beginner Karate Man type of basic moveset that's like easy to use, you know? He's like Ike, Mario, or Ganondorf. Definitely a beginner character, even though Ganondorf's the only one who fucking sucks out of those 3, but I digress! So, who owns Popeye?
yeah.
That's an excellent question.
because
I don't
Popeye would
know.
be a good character.
I think Sony owns Popeye now, since they were the ones... No. Are they? I don't know. I would like to see Popeye. It'd be cool if his neutral special was... See, Popeye could have been the Shaggy Phil. He could have been the generic character. Whatever, man. Whatever. You know, haha, meme goes funny.
Instead of Shaggy powering
Yeah,
up,
Warner Media,
gonna finish.
they own it. So Popeye can be in it.
Popeye's owned by...
Bruh.
Yeah, okay.
We're-
Popeye is
we're
owned by
Media.
Paramount in North America.
Dude,
WB and
I am
Paramount are
now-
fusing, so that means...
I'm
Okay.
now just going online and looking up Warner Brothers' own Papadoos.
Warner Brothers, Hanna-Barbera characters. But yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of... Hey, boo-boo!
Hey,
My
hey,
God.
boo-boo! I just raided a
Oh
picnic
my
basket
God.
and found a tab of Addy. You want
I
to do it
just
with
came
me?
across someone.
I'm ready to start
I just came
tripping
across
balls.
someone that I really want to see.
Hmm.
Austin Powers.
Oh, you...
Austin Powers?
I wanna see
naughty.
Austin Powers.
Oh,
I wanna see
behave,
Austin
yeah.
Powers.
Oh, that would actually be so... specifically if he goes, oh, behave. Because that would be a slick reference into the
I
meme.
think his skin should be Dr. Evil.
That would be weird. It'd be neat, but that'd
Because
be
it's the
weird.
same. Because it's the same. He plays Dr. Evil and Austin Powers at the same time. Bruh.
Gosh. Oh yeah, okay. I lost a character. Like I forgot about a character I wanted as a character because I want to see a certain skin of them. I want to see Daffy Duck because I want to see Duck Dodgers. I want to see the
Yeah,
Duck
Dodger.
Dodgers skin.
Yep.
So I want Daffy Duck just so I can see that skin. Because that has to happen. If they add Daffy Duck in,
That'd be pretty
that
good.
has to happen.
Billion Mandy.
Because
I definitely want to see
Good.
Joker. I don't want Harley to be the only one there. Even if they expand on Harley, I have a weird opinion on Harley and Joker. I feel like it's like
What about
Batman
Colin
and Robin.
Chicken?
No, Harley and Joker.
And I am Weasel. I am Weasel.
Oh, you know what? You know what? We could get Keanu Reeves in here. We could get Neo.
We could.
We could get Neo in here. We could get Keanu Reeves.
What about the Time Squad?
Time Squad.
Oh,
Yo, you're so young.
I just don't know who they are.
Time Squad.
Listen, man, I haven't actually watched Titanic. I just know Jack and Rose because of fucking Metal Gear 2. Metal Gear Solid 2.
Oh, okay. Well, they own Harry Potter.
I was
like,
gonna mention that in one of the leaks. There was
There's
definitely
no way
something
they
that
don't
said.
add Harry Potter. There's no way they don't add Harry Potter.
You're gonna add them as...
Apparently,
Like, it's
Godzilla
one
and
of, it's
King
one of
Kong
Warner
are
Brothers'
on the
biggest
table as
properties.
well.
I would not.
Yeah, Harry Potter is honestly a really easy inclusion, especially with the mage class. So you could just
Yeah.
have him indulge in that.
There's only like one or two mages, right?
Bugs and Tom, I think.
Yeah. Both Bugs and Tom. There's only two mages, while every other class has at least three.
Yeah. Damn, that's. I mean, I guess Rick might be a mage. I can't see him as anything else. Assassin? What for?
Oh, Murdy. Yeah, Murdy's gonna be a mage. I think.
Which, on that note, I feel like the classes are like pretty alright. I like how they give an idea of how the character plays, even though they all play differently. Like Superman and Wonder Woman. Superman has like fuck all in regards to tools as a tank for protecting his friends. He can buff them with the ice fists and ice projectiles and like stop enemy projectiles, but that's more of like a self-help thing. You know, compared to Wonder Woman, who literally teleports, and Batman as a bruiser. He can still hook onto his allies, which is one of the best ways to use his grappling hook. It has like no startup when he does that. So, you know, it's really funny how the classes just sort of loosely dictate a general idea of how these characters can be played. Like, Superman and like Iron Giant and Wonder Woman would definitely be able to protect their allies a shit ton compared to Superman.
Oh my. Ooh.
But besides the JoJo character, I want to see Joker. I just gotta see Mark Hamill. They own the Mortal Kombat. They own Mortal Kombat. Period. Warner Brothers owns NetherRealm, and so it's WB Games.
Could have
We could have
Mike
Scorpion.
Tyson.
Could we?
Yes, Mike
Actually?
Tyson Mysteries. Mike Tyson Mysteries.
Oh man!
Mike Tyson, man. Look at Mike Tyson.
Imagine Mike Tyson fighting LeBron James.
Exactly. That's what I want to see.
Stop
I wanna
shit
see
about
that.
Superman. Me. What are you gonna do about it? Toss a batarang at you, laced with kryptonite. Can't handle this. Superman just like can't protect his friends. Like he doesn't have what Wonder Woman has to shield them. Period.
Right.
Superman is actually very ironically selfish. He can definitely come through with like his armor and his command grabs. But he don't got no shields. He doesn't have any quick way of getting to his friends as a special move.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, we could have Gandalf.
I mean, he could just be Little Mac, I guess.
Superman? Shit.
No, I'm still talking
Oh,
about
Mike Tyson.
Sorry.
I was gonna be like, well, he does have armor on all his grounded bullshit.
Yeah.
Dirty Harry.
JoJo's Joker. What's another character I wanna see?
Bionicle. Bionicle.
Do they own Bionicles? WB.
Oh.
There's no fucking way. I would shit myself if
Yeah.
they put Bionicles in.
Yeah, they own that.
Wow.
Bionicle.
So they own Lego.
Probably.
No, but Bionicles is literally a
The
direct
Lego
Lego.
movie, probably. The Lego movie, probably.
No wonder
No, I
Batman
think
was
they
named.
just. I think that. I mean, Bionicle was like as its own kind of separate thing. Like it's like a spin-off. Of
Bionicle,
Lego.
yeah, Bionicle is essentially a spin-off series of Lego.
Yeah.
It's like how Mario is technically a spin-off of Donkey Kong. Because Donkey
Charlie
Kong
and the
was the
Chocolate
original.
Factory. What the fuck?
Johnny Quest. Johnny Test!
Oh. Oh no!
No.
No! That guy would be.
Johnny Test and Dookie.
Come on, Dookie! I haven't even had my morning coffee. Holy smokes, it's Batman! Holy smokes. Where's
Wait,
Bat Dog?
The Gremlins can be what? Ooh.
No. Yeah,
No,
I gave
guys.
PTSD with them whip sounds, huh?
Please, 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 please add the mask. I want Jim
Yeah, the
Carrey.
mask.
I didn't want Jim Carrey to be immortalized in some way. Well,
I
in a
want the
video game.
mask. I want the
Um,
mask. I want the mask.
Nightmare on Elm Street? Question.
Horror movie
Krueger.
characters?
Freddy,
Freddy Krueger. They
Richie
could
Rich,
be Jason Voorhees. Jason Voorhees could be in it. So
literally King Kong,
Sonic.
Dirty Harry. Literally Dirty Harry.
Sonic
can
the
be-
Movie Hog. That was Paramount.
Bruh.
he's
Mad Max?
he's got a chance.
Mad Max. Willy Wonka.
The Mask is
Bruh.
one I would play. Neo
I
too.
would put.
Yeah, Neo would be sick.
oh, we could see Ruby.
I feel like we won't.
What about? What about it?
Like I thought about
What
it.
about
I thought about it. I was like,
I don't want Ruby, but Rooster
We
Teeth is
could.
actually owned by Warner Brothers, so
we could see it, but
Big
I feel like
Bang
we won't.
and then-
Theory.
yeah,
Bruh.
Ruby.
Sheldon,
on a lot of
yeah, playable
crossovers
fucking
lately,
Sheldon. For his neutral special, Bazinga. Fucking hell, man.
Zinga.
Aqua Teen, Hunger
Thundercats
Force.
can be it.
There's a lot of
Thundercats
Adult
can
Swim
be it.
stuff that could be in.
You know, it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting.
Oh.
Mm.
Shaolin Showdown. Shaolin Showdown.
That would be fantastic.
Oh,
How about
no.
how about Scribblenauts? Huh?
Scribblenauts.
That could work. That could work. That could work.
I feel like that would be a very interesting way to like, I guess, pad out
That's
the
a
roster.
wacky character for you. That is a wacky ass character for you, bro.
Fresh
Yeah,
Prince
he would
of
be like
Bel-Air.
really good. I just can't see anyone asking for. Yeah. Yeah,
Will
now we just
Smith.
need Everybody Hates Chris.
Will Smith.
So then Will can smack the fuck out of Chris in the game too.
Mucho Lucha, yeah, that could work. Alf.
The host of Toonami. That's a throwaway. That's a throwaway guess and you know it. Or a throwaway ask. Like what moveset would this
So,
cool robot dude
it's-
have?
Okay, so I'm looking here. Lego is definitely Warner Brothers, so all of Lego.
Yeah, literally
Lost
any.
Empire.
Imagine we get
What?
Lego Batman. Oh!
Wait, what the
Imagine
fuck?
that as a costume,
Blade.
actually.
That's
Blade.
just make a skin. Just make a
Yeah.
Blade.
That would be a really good Blade with? You said?
Blade.
Oh,
bruh.
wait.
We can have Blade.
Wait, Blade or
Wait,
Blade?
no,
No,
I can't-
more.
Isn't Blade Marvel?
skin. How about number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5?
Yeah, the kids next
We
door
can-
would be cool.
Literally,
I
we
think-
can have like Jason. What the fuck?
I think one of the best things for Multiversus to do would be to at least incorporate a lot of stages from these other properties. Like if we never get a Kids Next Door character, we should get a stage. I could definitely
We can-
see them being
Literally,
a
we
sort of
can
southern
get Final
character.
Destination.
Excuse me? What do you mean by that? The movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Conjuring.
It's because
That
Final
could work.
Destination is a fucking smash stage too. Battlefield and Final Destination are the most iconic original Smash stages. Probably because they're the only ones who've lasted so long. Other than Big Battlefield from Smash 4 and Small Battlefield from Ultimate, but come on. Final Destination and Battlefield are actually, the only ones from every game. Or in every game.
Who?
Harold and Kumar.
And Sherman.
Brah.
Who owns Mr. Peabody and Sherman? I want Mr.
DreamWorks did a
Peabody and
movie for
Sherman in
them,
the
so-
show if they're. I want Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Come on, please be owned by him, please. Please.
Literally, we can have Mob Psycho. Terraformers. What the fuck?
What about the Transformers? That's also Paramount.
Oh no! Mr. Peabody and Sherman is owned by DreamWorks, this is owned by Universal. No!
Ah.
No!
Wait, doesn't Universal own the distribution rights for, I swear Universal owned a lot of the rights to JoJo's. And then I guess Part 6 onwards is from Warner Brothers. Because the Warner Brothers acquisition was definitely recent.
Yeah, Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers.
I wonder how that
Okay,
changes
here's the thing.
things.
So, I'm a big HBO guy, okay? So I wanna see The Sopranos, okay? I wanna see more Game of Thrones characters. I wanna see shit, what's that one show? I watched as a kid that I definitely shouldn't have watched. Spikers. That had a lot of sets in it. Not a good show to watch as a kid. Whew. Whew. Anyways.
Robot Chicken?
Robot
How the
Chicken.
hell would that work? Does Robot Chicken even have any original characters?
The chicken?
Like
The
everything
chicken?
else is a parody.
The Robot Chicken is an original character. Discovery. Oh, you know that? So it's Warner Brothers and Discovery, right? They merged.
Oh.
The Mythbusters.
Yeah.
The Mythbusters.
Jesse Heineman and no. No wait,
The
Jesse, we need to cook.
Mythbusters.
I mixed them up. What the fuck? Is it Jesse Heineman?
Oh, dude, and like, if someone beats you as the Mythbusters, they say Myth busted.
Bruh.
Yeah. Well, looks like the myth behind Superman's power was busted.
That's pretty cool.
I do absolutely adore the way that Multiversus has all those like different voice lines between characters. That's really nice. Just adds a whole nother layer.
So they own MGM, which means Wizard of Oz. There we go.
Godzilla, King Kong. Oh boy.
Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz.
Holy shit. This is once again, Hotline Sawani's music.
I mean, like, okay. Warner Brothers owns so much shit, like, we
Just vibing
forget,
now.
because Disney, everyone talks about Disney and how much they own and all that.
Disney pretty
Holy
much
shit,
owns just
Warner
Fox.
Warner
and-
Brothers owns so much shit.
Yeah.
Flintstones.
Like,
Cars that can work.
especially a lot of old stuff, you know.
Yeah, Disney literally just owns Star Wars, Fox, Marvel, and then I guess stuff that they've acquired. And you know, it's funny to say just Marvel, but like, it's not like they own Transformers. It's not like they own
Let's-
like any video game
Let's
IPs.
take a look at this. They own
Happy
Warner Brothers
feet.
Pictures, obviously, New Line
Yeah.
Cinema, Castle Rock. So that's shit. What's his name? Stephen King. DC.
They own
Obviously all
Beetlejuice.
the animation shit. They own Cartoon Network.
They own
Hanna-Barbera,
Beetlejuice.
that's the same thing.
That's so funny.
But
They own Beetlejuice. We could have Beetlejuice in.
yeah, they own Beetlejuice.
Bruh.
Like I just thought about it. I'm just like, wait a minute. And I looked at the VHS I have here on my desk. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
They own Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
So, holy shit, man.
Yeah, I knew that before, but honestly, I'm not that interested in Beetlejuice, so that's why I didn't really say it out loud. But I didn't really.
Oh, that show that I never watched.
Okay, Lord of the Rings. There's gonna be a Lord of the Rings character. But they
Police
kinda have to
Academy?
be.
Police Academy, no. No.
Let's see Gollum. I want Gollum in this game. Let's go.
You
My voice
really
is still a
like
bit hoarse.
You really want Gollum even though he has a game soon?
Yeah, he is getting a game soon.
He is.
I still think it's funny how theoretically movie Sonic is a possibility. And he wouldn't technically be the same as Game Sonic.
Yeah.
I really do hope
Yep.
Sega fixes their shit and stops with the classic Sonic, modern Sonic marketing. Man, it's just dumb. Because right now, we could just be having 2D and 3D games, period, in different art styles. But we don't, because they want to be consistent. Like, how are we getting more diversity from Mario? Fucking Paper
I
Mario.
am about to blow your mind.
Oh, what you got?
Blow your
What's he gonna say?
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, not prepared to die.
Where's Mikey?
Bruh.
That's right. They own the Princess Bride and Ivan Inigo Montoya.
Mikey, that's all you. You fucking hell.
I want it. I want it.
That would be pretty fun. I think that a lot of like out there characters would be some of the most fun for sure. I wonder what games, like obviously they have Mortal Kombat, but what else could they do? Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't want too many DC characters. Like Joker I think is like really the last one, and it's just because with Harley there, like Harley and Bats are there.
No! Fucking nose, Odie. No! Not that shit.
But how do
Not
they...
my another team.
I just don't
Not that
understand.
bullshit.
I don't understand why they put in Harley before Joker. I don't really understand.
Because they're making Harley her own thing. She's got her own show. She's
She
independent
has her
and
own
separate
show.
from Mr. J.
I
Which
don't know, man.
it kind of does ruin her whole reason of being. That's like Robin without Batman. Like, I'm gonna be Robin without you, Batman. So you're the Red Hood.
Nightwing.
No. So you're
Nightwing.
Nightwing. No.
Nightwing.
So you're dead. No. Not yet.
Your mom.
Yeah, imagine fucking Damien saying your mom to his goddamn dad. Oh shit, dude. Death could be a playable character. Dude. They can make Venom and Morbius without... I don't think... Oh, well, that's owned by Sony. They would have to pay a lot to get that shit from Sony.
Okay, so we could have all the kids from Stand By Me. Be funny. Let's see.
Just next door.
Yeah.
Also, what did Oni say that you said no to earlier?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Of a
Oh
racist
my God.
fucking
Dude, I'm
show.
looking. How the
Boondocks?
hell?
Only called minority.
Dude, Castle Rock owns much more shit than you think. Castle Rock made Seinfeld.
Oh.
Dude, Dude, Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld.
They could do it. They could do it. I mean, they could do
Hey,
it.
superheroes, am I right? Actually, I'm pretty sure Jerry's a real big fan of Superman. I'm 99% sure.
Probably. Okay,
Because there was
listen,
like a
lot
credit
of
card
people are fans
commercial.
of Superman. Okay.
No, but like he did a commercial with an animated Superman, and it was for a credit card company.
Yeah.
So like he's a fan of Superman.
Static Shock? Hmm?
That'd be
Dude,
cool.
Castle Rock was it wouldn't be good now, but imagine Castle Rock was in a partnership, like a partly like ownership stake with Coca-Cola. The polar bear. The
Coca-Cola.
polar bear.
Honestly,
Santa.
what do I got to do to
Santa.
have Pepsi Man in another video game?
Santa.
Oh
Santa.
boy. There's a
Coca-Cola
mod of
Santa.
Pepsi Man. There's a mod of Pepsi Man.
Of
For
course.
Superman.
Coca-Cola Santa. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. But obviously, Coca-Cola is no longer partnered with them, so
Nah.
unfortunately we can't get that. But damn, imagine if we got the Coca-Cola Santa. All right. Like, whew.
Okay, but what are some like
Because-
game in the event that we get like third party in the sense of not owned? What would be some other characters that you would want to see in Multiversus?
Like ones that are not owned by Warner Brothers?
Yeah, like shot in the dark,
Um,
third party owned, I suppose.
Mm.
Gosh. I feel like for that to happen, it had to be like video game characters,
Yeah,
because
pretty
like,
much Mortal Kombat and
GI Joe?
Yeah,
question mark?
but Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat's
sure.
owned by Warner Brothers, so
Well, yeah, but
let's see. GI
imagine
Joe would be cool.
Imagine
That's
Spider-Man,
cool.
bro. That would be funny.
Huh. Huh. Honestly,
He-Man.
can we just have Mickey Mouse?
I would like to see that a lot, actually.
That could work.
Because
Mickey
just
Mouse
imagine-
versus Bugs Bunny, like.
Yeah. And if we
Like, that'd be
need
cool.
another Disney character, fuck it,
Oh, you're
Sora.
rich.
That's perfectly how you do it. You need someone to partner with Mickey, Sora.
Bruh. No way.
Paramount, Beavis and Butthead.
Butthead.
Thundercats is owned by.
Oh.
Mm,
I mean, Beavis and Butthead. I mean, if we're gonna put Beavis and Butthead in, you might as well put in the mask.
No, you may as well put in King of the Hill. Wait, no, they're Fox,
Yeah.
aren't they?
You might as well put in Austin Powers. I mean,
Honestly.
I'll behave.
Beavis and Butthead is cool. Like that would be pretty funny. But I
Park.
personally would like to
South
see the
Park.
mask. Like if
God
I want
damn
like
it,
a funny
Bobby.
kind of. Like I really want to see the mask, dude.
The mask would be great because he would be everything that like Bugs can't be.
Yeah.
Like literally
I mean,
stretching
and
around.
he has this tornado thing, so he could be like Taz.
Oh god.
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura. Oh god.
No, hold on.
God, that'd be.
Who owns Adam Sandler movies?
Adam Sandler. Oh yeah, we gotta have Jack and Jill. Puss, man, of course. We gotta have Jack and Jill.
RoboCop. RoboCop I could
RoboCop?
see happening.
RoboCop has its own game coming next year, so yeah. Nah.
I'm trying to think of characters that Warner Brothers doesn't own. I would love to see, because I think that is an interesting question. Because like, how much would Warner Brothers actually allow from outside? Because they have so many characters, so it's like they don't need to go outside of the realm.
Who owns Hoodwinked?
What?
Who owns Hoodwinked?
Hoodwinked.
I want to see everything from this movie.
Badger Rabbit would be cool.
Anne Hathaway was Little Red? Whoa. They actually had a really good cast. What the fuck? Why this movie? I mean, I guess they really were just banking.
Okay, so Nickelodeon All Stars has SpongeBob and Patrick, right? How about
Yeah.
we get Squidward?
Also,
Multiversus.
Jesus
I
Christ.
I don't want.
Like they could do a thing where like Squidward's wanting to get as far away from SpongeBob and Patrick as possible that they cross the realms. You cross realms to get to...
Bruh.
That'd be funny.
He gets lost like Zoro.
What the fuck? Okay, so I'm doing some research here. Fucking Hoodwinked made 110 million at the U.S. dollars at the box office. Its budget, for whatever reason, has two of them listed here: 15 million USD and then 8 million USD. Blue Yonder, the Weinstein Company.
What are you
and Cannon
talking
Bar
about?
Entertainment. Hoodwinked, that one movie with
Oh, Hoodwinked!
yeah.
Oh, dude, that movie. Oh, Granny. Granny.
Glenn Close. Is she alive?
Hoodwinked. Oh.
She is still alive.
Hoodwinked was like... I don't know what it is, but like, I actually appreciate it more now than I did back then. Like, I hated it as a kid.
I loved
and
it as
I'm
a
like,
kid, and now I think it's
actually
kind of like...
funny.
Yeah, I loved
It's
it as a
actually
kid
kinda
because the
funny.
humor was there for me. I just want to know why there's two budgets listed. Like, what, did this movie get like...
But there was a Hoodwinked too, so I
There
don't know,
was.
maybe...
It's not listed here. Grizzly, Zibbit, and Stork, Anthony Anderson are Criticops. Yeah.
Bad, Oni,
Investigating.
bad.
Oh god,
Bad.
what do you say? Ivy Weinstein and Multiversus. God damn it. If Disney didn't own Fox, could you imagine how fun it would be to have Family Guy characters? I mean,
man,
obviously
everyone
there's a
wants
chance.
Everyone wants Family Guy in Fortnite. Like, it's been rumored for like a year and a
And that
2
shit
years
would
now.
literally be worse to
It's
me.
like,
Like, you know that Peter's skeleton isn't gonna match the, like, male model.
I don't know.
Like, either Peter's gonna be busted and broken, or they're gonna make a custom model for him, but, like, how would you do that with
Honestly,
the hitboxes?
Honestly, I'd rather see Brian and Stewie. Because I think that would be funny.
Bruh.
Nice, yes. I mean, the only fucking normal-looking characters would be, like... I'm thinking about it as like a Fortnite developer. How the fuck would you just slap these models onto the Fortnite skeletons? And like I guess there's a decent size difference, you know, general build between like Blanca and the Green Goblin. But I can only really see like Lois and Meg being able to be used, and maybe Glenn, fucking Quagmire.
Win.
Giggity. I want to see
yeah.
Transformers in Multiversus, though. Alright.
Mhm.
Uh,
I would like to see. See, now I'm just kind of like, I don't know why, but with Hoodwinked, I'm trying to think of like obscure movies from my childhood.
I mean, shit, Hoodwinked made
I'm trying to think
110 million in the fucking box office. Clearly, it's not that obscure.
Oh my god, I want Gumby.
How the
I
fuck?
want Gumby.
Oh!
Imagine his
Gumby.
powers. Imagine
Gumby.
his powers. That would be
Dude,
Oh.
imagine if Gumby was in Multiversus. I can't believe it.
It would be
And you know what? Eventually we could do a thing where you have Shaggy and Scooby versus Gumby and Pokey. Oh, dude. Boop. Oh.
What the hell would Betty
Betty
Boop
Boop-
fight with?
But it'd be interesting because maybe they could do like a black and white thing with her, and like.
Maybe.
I don't know. I guess that'd be
Felix
kinda
the
cool.
cat. Felix the cat. What the fuck? No.
Can't get Mickey,
And
get the
also,
next
hey,
best thing.
Did you know that Gumby was actually voiced by a woman?
Huh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And that Pokey was voiced
Pengu.
Pokey was voiced by the creator of Gumby. Which is kind of weird. Like, why wouldn't you want to voice your main character? Like, okay.
Pit Entertainment owns Pingu Oni.
Who owns Pingu? Oh my god, Pingu.
Rest in peace,
Pingu.
voice actor.
Pingu is. But Pingu is like Swedish and shit. Oh, it's Swiss. It's Swiss. It's Swiss.
Oh my god.
It's Swiss.
I'm just now
With
learning.
Italian voices, yeah.
I am just now learning that Bridget, the new character in Guilty Gear Strive, pretty much auras for their ultimate. I actually kind of want to talk about the character because obviously, as with any character that has
Osmosis Jones. Osmosis Jones.
oh, Osmosis Jones would be good. Yeah, obviously with like any fucking character that has something to talk about, it's controversial. But, you know, we'll see if we'll get there. Do you know what I'm talking about, Spoon?
Right, wait, sorry, I'm looking at Osmosis Jones right now. What?
That's fine. I was asking if you knew what I was talking about in regards to Bridget being controversial from Guilty Gear Strive.
Okay. What about it? I mean, I don't play Guilty Gear Strive.
No, I was just wondering if you knew of the controversy.
I mean, I know that it was like a thing where like she was like he or whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty much already it. But again,
Was it? I think yeah. Wait.
Started as a he, now
as a he,
evidently
and then,
officially a trans woman.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
of,
So it's like some trans stuff.
But a
or
lot of
whatever.
hardcore fans are saying that that's untrue to the character, and the whole reason that Bridget identified as a boy in the first place was to fight. And now you have, like, I guess to simply put it, there's like talk over whether or not some interactions are canon because you need to lose a round in order to get to it. So basically, like in order to get to the dialogue where they come out as a girl, and they're just like, I think that's fine because I'm a girl. It's fine. It's a fine like piece of dialogue. I think it's nice that it's the way that came from one of the other characters. You know, it's very supportive. Like Gold Lewis, Chad Lewis, he's a fucking total dad figure. It's a cool guy. But I think like one of the only reasonable things that I heard was just like, I think the misconception is that there's an interpretation of the true ending, Bridget being confirmed as trans or cis, was not the point of any ending. The point of the ending was Bridget being true to him/herself and accepting who they are, free of societal expectations. Which is like pretty solid and honestly really like deep. Because Bridget is kind of like Chic, where they look like something, but they technically aren't.
Yeah.
Like, just earlier in the same mode, Bridget will say that he's a boy, but later accepts the idea of her being a girl. But that's only if you lose a round. So if you perfect it, then they instead go on to say that they want to be more like Kai, who's just kind of fearless and brave, I think, is the reason why. I don't know. I look at Kai and I'm just like, nice haircut, doofus. But Bridget is kind of like, feels a lot more like a realistic trans character or questioning character, because they're just sort of in that state. You know? They're sort of always questioning. And in one facet that locks out another, they're told, or they tell themselves, yeah, I'm a girl, I'm comfortable with that. And then another, they say, I'll never change just like you. And they don't say I'm a boy after that, but it's kind of what's implied. Either way, it's about Bridget accepting themselves for who they are, which I think is a pretty, like, deep and cool. Because all of the discourse on Twitter about the new Guilty Gear Strive character is just, he's a boy! She is a girl! So it's just the people who are mad as fuck. Oh yeah, Yamato is also in that funny ass category. I mean, I see tits, I'm just like, oh, that a girl? I mean, there's a lot of funny discourse over that. Kind of wanted to bring it up because I think that's pretty insightful that this like comment fucking Fiend Kraken 1 talked about it.
I think Guilty Gear is cringe. Next.
Guilty Gear is not cringe. How dare you? It has fucking Potemkin. Yes, it has Potemkin.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
He's big, he has big hands, and he grabs you. He has a move called Potemkin Buster. And Heavenly Potemkin Buster.
Sure, alright. Sounds like Iron Giant. Anyways, so...
I think he's actually older than Iron Giant, like, unironically.
He probably, I don't know.
like, I wanted to be like, fuck Iron Giant, but I could never. That guy's too good.
Okay, so...
Cringe, it has Baiken. Okay, yeah, you're right. Guilty Gear is cringe. I forgot Baiken was in it.
Yeah,
and also those other
cringe.
sluts, like what, Dizzy? Is that another one? And that one, like, bitch with the fucking... Yeah, no. Lot of horrors.
I don't know, I'm gonna get hate for that take. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get hate for that take, you know, it's just... I don't give a fuck about Guilty Gear, bro.
Yeah, no, it's probably one of the more fighting games out there. Like, Mortal Kombat can be enjoyed casually. I don't think you can enjoy a Guilty Gear. Actually, technically, that's false. The story mode is just a bunch of anime episodes that you watch in Strive. So, technically, it is the most casual-friendly game, and it is the most simple. It's definitely still Guilty Gear, though, with lots of cancels and fighting game bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, Mortal Kombat is a lot simpler.
I play Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, no, by comparison, Mortal Kombat is literally, like, if we put aside fundamentals to every fighting game, because that's ultimately what makes a fighting game hard. It's knowing, like, should I go forward, should I go back, you know, should I crouch, should I be standing, you know, high, low, mix-ups, switch sides, whatever. Every fighting game, if you take away their fundamentals, is actually just, like, a set kind of amount of things. Like Mortal Kombat, stop your combo and do another one. It's kind of that. Tekken is a little bit like that too. It's stop your combo and then do another one, but it's more just like pick them off the ground, hit them off the wall, so until the wall falls down or something. You know, it depends on the map, but like Tekken is very juggle oriented, while I guess Mortal Kombat could also be described as juggle, but in a different way. You're not really like dropping them onto the floor or bouncing them off the wall as much. You know, wall bounces or off the ground, OTGs. Just simple shit. Just like how in Smash, combos are like usually multiple hits and can often go through other options. So if someone air dodges that and you land like a spike, that's gonna be part of the combo, even if it wasn't true. It's a lot like Smash is very much so reading your opponents, I think. Hit them to the ground? Okay. Well, they didn't tech. Let me hit them and then push them off more, and then limit their options off stage so that they don't have too many different things to go off of. Meanwhile, Street Fighter? Fudsies. It's just the mid-range. Like, Street Fighter doesn't have super crazy anime combos like Skullgirls or Dragon Ball Fighters. It can! You know, there are long combos with some characters, but mid to high level play in Street Fighter is absolutely filled, like competitively too, absolutely filled with just footsies on end. And then you get conversions and like resets and whatnot. So it's pretty much fundamentals oriented. Samurai Showdown 2. Guilty Gear, it's like a mix between the two of footsies and anime. because it definitely cares the most about the range, but once you're hitting the combo, you're pretty much going to eat full damage most of the time because of the simpler controls.
Right. HAL 9000 for Multiversus.
What'd you say?
HAL 9000.
HAL 9000? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the robot voice from that one thing that's a movie. Yeah, I know he has the red
Stanley
dot.
Kubrick.
Yeah, the Stanley Kubrick movie. That one Stanley Kubrick. I forget the name of the thing.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Really? Fuck. I have my Stanley Kubrick like movies mixed up then.
What are you thinking of?
Well, now I forgot the name of it because you just told me about 2001: A Space Odyssey. Fuck. Interstellar?
So,
Hold on, is Interstellar by him? Because if not, then I'm just full of shit.
yes, Shining. Yes, The Shining.
The Shining? Interstellar?
What?
No, is Interstellar by him?
No, that's Christopher Nolan.
Okay. So I'm full of shit. Gotcha.
Like, huh? Interstellar. By the way, Interstellar is one of my favorite movies of all time. But
I've never seen it.
look at it's I think it just
Guilty Gear deserves an anime.
Gosh, do I really want to talk about Interstellar? I don't know. I mean, it's like completely away from like what we're talking about. So like,
To be fair, we shouldn't do a dawdle on any in particular topics. Let's see. Stream's already been going on for another like 2 hours. Not bad. So we can really like kind of break off here because we were talking about Multiversus, then we talked a little bit about other fighting games. So it's perfectly natural to break off.
okay, Interstellar it is.
I'll try to think of a movie that I could talk about
Okay.
too. Probably gonna be the road.
So, I know this seems like so out of left field. I'm talking about one movie, and
I
that
did bring
really
it up
like.
to be fair.
True, you did. Gosh, what to say about this movie? I think it's definitely the best movie of the 2010s. I think it's well, do you know what it's about, right? Like,
I don't. I only know it by name. And again, I thought it was a fucking Stanley Kubrick film.
so it's about this thing about in the future, like 50 years in the future or something, I think it was, where there's a lot of climate change and stuff, so like there are like dust storms everywhere, like the Dust Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dust Bowl from like the early like 1900s and stuff. Yeah, that's like that's like a never-ending thing. So it's like it doesn't stop.
Right.
So it's like you'd have like dust storms, and because of that, the crops are really bad. But it gets to the point where it's like it's normal for them. Like they'll just watch like a baseball game. Like they'll go to a local baseball game, just like, and all of a sudden there's this dust storm, and they're like, oh okay, I guess we'll just pack up our bags and go. It's like, huh? And it's like it's basically dystopian. I think it'd be like the beginning of like dystopia. So like it's not quite fully into it. But so basically, it's about this guy. Okay, this guy, and his name's Cooper, by the way, Cooper.
Right.
And by Matthew McConaughey, just saying. Hey. What was this catchphrase?
I do not remember.
I think it was like, alright, or something like that. Anyways, So it explores the idea of going into space. So like they come across, like I don't know, like Cooper's daughter is like experiencing some like spooky science stuff, you know. So they investigate it, and it leads them to this secret NASA base. Because you know, basically science and all that stuff is basically gone. Because it's like the Dust Bowl kind of just like negates all of it. So they find this secret NASA base. Okay, they've been underground for like years, like building like a rocket to go through a wormhole. It's crazy, I know, but it's basically the thing where they're trying to find other planets to survive on, because Earth is basically dying. Like
Right,
it's not going to last much longer. So they're trying to look for other habitable planets, but they decide to go through a wormhole. But the thing with it also plays with the concept of time, because you know time. Like if you go through that wormhole and you land on a planet, that planet's time will probably go at a different rate than back on Earth.
Yeah.
Right. So
And is it using the logic of like just revolving around the sun and orbiting at or its revolutions and orbit being at different speeds?
Well,
Or is it like a little bit more complicated
they
than that?
just yeah, it's like they don't really talk about like the sun or like or any stars that these other planets they go to, like.
Right, so
What
whatever
they
the
do
hell they
around
like
those
orbit and
stars.
however long it takes to
They just
revolve.
Yeah, because like they apparently did missions before Cooper got to the base, so like they had already like sent out people, so they've already kind of experimented with it. So they already kind of know how time works in different planets. So, and I think on the ship actually they have like a timer thing that like keeps track of like Earth time. And I think that's the way they did it. Like that's how they were able to be like, okay, like 5 hours here was like 5 years on Earth or something.
Right.
And
And as far as like
that's
they were
just an
concerned,
example.
okay, yeah, and they would experience a normal 5 hours.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So it's like it's weird because so
Because of the
you
wormhole
have
travel, I would assume.
they have this kind of this plot twist with this thing like first of all, so I mentioned how they have like different they sent out people before Cooper went out in space, right?
Right.
So Cooper and his team were going out into space to find the other scientists that went out there, and then to help them with the planets and stuff to make them habitable. And they only managed to find one guy, and lo and behold, it was Matt Damon. That's pretty funny, because he did that before he did The Motion, so that's kind of weird. But he did that, and he said that the planet was habitable. He sent out the signal that it was habitable, but when they got to the planet, it's like 100% not habitable. So it's like, but it was more like Matt Damon turned on the signal just so he could go back home. So like he's like gonna kill the crew and then like take the ship and go back. And which is kind of fucked up, you know. But I mean, to be honest though, as a scientist all alone, because apparently his crew died of like starvation and stuff and whatnot. So like he was the only one there, right? So he's like, to be fair, if you're alone on a planet that you don't really know about, you kind of want to go home.
Yeah,
that's
literally.
real. So, but while they're in space, they can send messages. Like the people from Earth can send messages. So like Cooper and his daughter first found the base, right? And they go into space, and he gets to like that planet with like Matt Damon and whatnot, and he takes a look at the video, and like they can send video messages to the crew, and it's like, have you seen that meme of Matthew McConaughey crying?
I think. Let me look it up. Because I gotta see if I've ever seen this before. Actually, wow, no. It's the first time I've seen it. Yeah, where he's in the seat and there's an orange bag, like to his left.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Interstellar right there, and it's so sad. But he's crying because he's seeing his daughter as an adult.
Yeah, I just went to a Reddit post that had a really fucked up.
He's missed all this time. He's missed all this time with his daughter just so he could like try and find humanity like a better place. Which, by the way, in the end, they didn't.
Ooh.
They didn't find the place because Matt Damon is their last hope. Like Matt Damon was so like that planet was bad. But shit, okay. So
I went to Reddit. No, in Interstellar 2014, Matthew McConaughey cries because high school girls got older while he stayed the same age. It shows the fucking crying picture. Jesus.
Oh man. But so like when he falls into this, man, I can't remember exactly why he did it because it's been a while since I've seen the movie. But he like, I think he went like through the wormhole or something, like by himself or something. He fell into something in space. Okay.
Right.
He fell into something in space, and then he enters like this other dimension. Like, it was weird. Like he could So remember how when I mentioned that like his daughter was like doing like spooky shit, right? That is Cooper in the future. So this dimension,
okay.
You could see like the past.
Yeah, I think I've seen some parody of that.
And
at least
Cooper,
once.
and Cooper was messing with because he was trying to tell his daughter to not let Cooper go, like not let Cooper go on the mission because he lost so much time with his daughter. So it's like, it's so sad because no matter how much he tries, he can't stop. You know.
Yeah.
You can't stop Cooper going, and so it's like this endless cycle, and it's like, it's really fucking sad because when he gets back, like he gets basically dropped back to whatever the hell, some sort of it's weird, this weird station. Like I think they're basically at the end of the day they build like this giant station that like simulates Earth a little bit. Like it's kind of like the Halo ring.
I can see what you mean.
Yeah,
there's like
it's
something
kinda
with
like
some
the Halo
agriculture, you know, natural light-ish and water.
Right. So, and he goes there, and it's heartbreaking because like now his daughter is in a hospital bed, really old,
And
like in the
spend any time
90s,
with her.
in a hospital bed, and Cooper is this like the exact same age as he was when he left. It is like sad.
Just a broken man.
Yeah. So it's like, it's honestly by the end of the movie, it's a tragedy. Like it's like, it kind of plays out like a Shakespeare play because it's like, man.
Meanwhile, for me, my favorite movie is fucking The Road to El Dorado. At least it's one of my favorites. Yeah.
By the way, Interstellar is not my favorite. No. It's one of my favorites.
Okay.
My favorite is The Truman Show.
Oh yeah. That's a good one. It's a good fucking favorite to have.
I just watched it the other night with my grandma because she'd never seen it before. I'm like, oh my god, you gotta see The Truman Show. That's it.
What's a fucking catchphrase he says? In case I don't see ya.
In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Yeah. Good morning. Oh, and in case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I don't know why I gave him fucking the Prince of Egypt, the Road to El. Ah! You shut your whore mouth. How fucking dare you? The Prince of Egypt is cool and all, but jeez, man. Hold on, the music is too loud. I can see it.
The Prince of Egypt is, let's see, Road to El Dorado is a better movie. Prince of Egypt is a better story.
I think that first of all, I actually can't remember if it's the Prince of Egypt or the King of Dreams. Like, you know, Joseph the King of Dreams. I can't remember if it was that one or the Prince of Egypt that I really liked. Honestly, could have been both. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're both made by DreamWorks. But the Road to El Dorado nails everything. That shit could have been Shrek before Shrek, but it wasn't because, well, I don't know why.
Don't know that.
Like, it was the anti-Disney. It had, like, cursing, it had sexual references, it acknowledged sex. And, you know, it's like, oh, yeah, sure, whatever. No, Disney did not fucking acknowledge any of that. Like, there would never be... Is there even anyone, like, who's pregnant in any of those films? Like, characters that just have existed, they've come to be. This is, like, for fucking babies. Closest you got was fucking Simba growing up, and then the cat sex with Nala.
The Cusco woman.
That was after The Road to El Dorado came out, but good catch, actually. No, I actually did not know if there was, like, a single Disney movie in existence with a pregnant woman.
Guess what, boys? After the movie, I smashed Snow White and she got pregnant.
But The Road to El Dorado is such a fun fucking adventure. It's making me... I really want to fucking put the song on.
Dude, the Road to El Dorado is pretty darn good. It's pretty cool.
Okay, I'm gonna instead put on some more Hotline Sawane. That was Let me actually double check what that track was for anyone who's interested. That was
Technically, Bambi was born at the start of the film. That's right.
Yeah, Bambi.
Only with the technicality. Woo.
Once in a
And then
lullaby.
later gets in
What
What
about Tarzan? What about Tarzan?
Okay, no. We can't count babies, because then Dumbo. And babies exist, but it's about whether a pregnant woman exists before the Road to El Dorado.
Pregnant women exist.
There's not even a pregnant lady in the Road to El Dorado, but a dude gets a blowjob halfway through. You can't ignore that. That's just straight up what happens. Let's see here if I can find another nice, good.
Man, I haven't seen a porn parody of Road to El Dorado, and they do one for Game of Thrones. So hey, take that what you will.
Oh no.
I've definitely seen. I wouldn't be able to call it a parody, but it was something. Which, fun fact, I accidentally named Chell after the girl that gave Tulio top. Tulio. I swear Miguel is blonde. But no, it's just Chell. I was thinking of Portal low-key, but also Chill. But Chell.
Was Chell silent?
My character?
No.
Oh.
Turtle.
In Portal, yes. She is a silent protagonist.
Other than Link, okay. Who's the best silent character?
There's a lot of them, and it depends on what you count. Like any Fallout character, Like, they have dialogue options. You know what's actually really funny about Link? He does speak. All the time. You just don't hear him speak. Like in Twilight Princess.
He does speak in those CD games.
Don't remind me of those. But in Twilight Princess, you know, even if we ignore every single dialogue box that is literally the player character, default named Link, talking to whoever, even if we ignore all those dialogue boxes, Link in Twilight Princess holds a conversation with Ilia in the beginning in Ordon Village. There's literally a scene where he's walking from the ranch, and he's talking to Ilia, you know, just holding Epona and her reins, and the mayor then comes through too, and he is literally moving his lips. And it's not just like some weird dumb exercise, no, he's talking. Like Link literally talks, but we don't hear his voice.
He just doesn't have a voice
By
actor.
that technicality, he just doesn't have a voice actor. Yeah, all those huts, those are the delirious delusions. They actually all part of our brain, our mind. But if we go by that logic, then that opens up every character who's generally silent but has dialogue boxes, like the Fallout characters before 4.
Yeah.
And no, not Borderlands. I had to think about it for a second.
Are we really about to say Dragonborn is the best silent protagonist? Oh.
What?
No, it's not.
Listen, man, I tolerate Skyrim.
I mean,
it's a
to be
rude.
fair, all of Fallout's protagonists are better than the Elder Scrolls protagonist. The thing about Elder Scrolls that makes it good is the other characters. You know, the other.
Yeah. Like,
you know,
I'm not gonna lie.
Sephiroth.
I might be
Sephiroth
making
and all them,
Ganondorf
it's like-
in Skyrim, and I might have made Samus in Fallout, but the other choices for the dialogue and the impact that you have on the world, way better and way more incidental. It doesn't feel like the world revolves around you because you are the Dragonborn, and you're also the Winterhold god or whatever, you know? And you're also the leader of the League of Assassins. It's like, okay, I get it, I'm the everything. But in Fallout, you can be the everything without feeling like you're anything. That's the cool part.
Oh god. Hold on. Daggerfall writes all.
What about... Okay,
Daggerfall is the greatest Bethesda game to ever be made.
Yeah, but we're talking about silent protagonists, so if the silent
I know,
protagonist
but
is all that...
we're talking about Fallout and Skyrim. Okay, I'm like...
Fair enough. I
I'm
haven't
just
played
saying
Daggerfall.
that Daggerfall is the best Bethesda game, and that's not even close. So I'm like...
Well, I haven't played it, so I can't doubt you. I do trust your opinion, too. But in regards to silent protagonists, other than Link is a decent one. I'm trying to think of like something other than the one I want to say, because that one is like super biased and I'll like punch you if you disagree. Shit.
Let's see.
For silent protagonists,
Isn't technically Isaac Clarke silent?
No, because his dialogue boxes are all voiced. And more importantly, he generally has things that he has to say. He might be an avatar character, but he's not silent. Think of him more like the Time Patrollers from Xenoverse. Even if they don't say much during gameplay, they can still say sentences.
Right.
Or I guess if they don't say anything in like specific cutscenes, then they can still say something. You get what I mean.
You know what?
I'm trying to broaden
know
my
who
thoughts.
it is. You know who it is. It's Minecraft Steve. hey,
I hate how correct you are.
I
Probably.
don't like it either, but it's like
Okay,
It's like-
well, I have to bring out my secret weapon, Samus. Doom Guy! Shit! I was looking at Samus this whole time, just like, she's so cool and silent. And then I just looked at the Doom box that's literally intersecting with it. I'm just like, wait! Doom Guy is silent as fuck. And I like Samus a lot. I think Doom Guy is a little bit cooler. Come on, Doom Guy has a pet bunny. Canon. You can't tell me Doom Guy isn't the best silent protagonist. The only other ones would be like, I don't know, Gordon Freeman.
no, there's one that does better, and it's more iconic. And
Master Chief speaks too much if you're thinking of him.
He's more iconic. He's his video
Also,
game is
more
probably
iconic
the
than
most.
Doom.
His video game is probably the most popular in the world. You know, it's
Ah,
Red.
yes, it's El Tetramino Red. Oh,
Red.
from Pokemon.
It's
I mean,
red. It's
you
red.
know,
It's red. It's
as much as I can say that you're correct about Pokemon being incredibly popular and Pokemon trainers, Samus might talk, but it's in the same like vein as Link talking. There are very few scenarios where she speaks actual sentences, so like she has text dialogue, like the monologuing in Super Metroid, Claude from GTA 3.
Oh my.
But the Super Metroid like
forgot.
opening is like iffy, because it's more like a monologue. It's a summarization. It's the opening crawl that almost every Metroid game has. It's from the perspective of Samus speaking, but it's not Samus speaking, especially verbally. So she was a silent protagonist for a very long time, especially in the Metroid Prime games. Completely silent. Even though she does have like actual dialogue and text to speak with a character in Metroid Fusion, the first time she spoke was in Metroid Dread. And that's the only game. She's never spoken before in any other game, especially not on the Wii. There's only Metroid Prime 3 and she doesn't speak in that one. So yeah.
I forgot that the character, the main protagonist from the greatest RPG of all time,
No.
is silent. I forgot.
And who's that?
It'll be Chrono from Chrono Trigger.
I haven't played it. I can't disagree.
Never played it. I'm telling you, dude. Chrono
that's
Trigger
right.
is an experience.
I was
dude.
about to be like, isn't that shit on the fucking Nintendo Switch? But no. Because it's Square, they don't have it yet.
No, it's a game designed by Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, the fucking
It's,
art direction is... yeah. The Knights in Hollow Knight. The original Prince of Persia is silent? No, he isn't. He starts by telling you the story of the game, Danny.
The original, not the...
Oh, you mean the fucking sprite?
Yep.
The rotoscoped sprite? Okay, fine. That's a deep cut.
Mm.
Oh, bite. Mario's technically silent.
Simon Belmont?
Oh.
Simon? As long as you don't say Richter. Kirby. Kirby is as silent as Yoshi, which is to say not really. Because they do communicate with their sounds.
Yeah, they do make noise.
Like, that'd be like
a
calling
lot of
Pikachu a
noise.
silent protagonist, you know? You can't. He says Pika P because he's just like, hey, you valid. Hey, bro, you kind of valid. I feel like with Red, though...
the kid from... New kid from South Park, The Stick of Truth.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Bruh.
It's pretty funny.
No, you know what's actually really, like, incidental and funny? Sonic was, like, had a voice by his second game. Sonic CD, he goes, I'm out of here, and probably says a few other things throughout the game. But like
By the way, Samus talked in other M, just saying.
I said, there's only one game on the Wii, and it's Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. God.
I don't think you understand.
Unless you're counting.
I don't think
Okay. You know what? You're actually kind of right because of the Prime trilogy. Yeah, that was also on Wii. So there's 2 Metroid games on the Wii. But that's it. And she doesn't speak in either one of them. So the first time she spoke was in Metroid Dread. There's no other M in Ba Sing Se.
Anyways, my favorite Metroid game is Other M, and I would like to announce that I will be first in V to do a 24-hour subathon playing Other M, and
if you give me money, then fine. But if you don't, then no. The best silent protagonist? Ooh, Danny's got one. Nah, I don't know even want to say. You have to say it, Danny. Say the best silent protagonist.
The best one is Gromit.
Like, that's some shit I can't argue.
Like, are you saying like Wallace and Gromit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Gromit would beat the fuck out of any other silent protagonist. There's no... like, fuck Link.
They had a game?
They didn't have a game, but he's still a protagonist. And he is silent.
Yeah, but we were kind of talking about video.
Well, I think Wallace and Gromit do have a game. Pac-Man.
They probably do. They probably
James Patterson from Medal of Honor.
Who's another really good silent protagonist? Actually, no. Who's a really good voiced protagonist? Like, who's a good voiced main character?
Really good voiced protagonist.
Like, I mean, like... no. Let me rephrase, because we can say...
Okay.
Yeah, because if we talk about this, then I'm gonna be like, oh, you know, I actually really like Cole, and oh, Batman's so good in the Arkham games, you know, shit like that, you know? Or be like, oh, Banjo-Kazooie, they talk, you know? It's, Who is the best...
Obscure.
I was gonna say, who's the best voiced avatar? Which, by all means, would count as one of the shepherds. As technically that's on the table. But who is the best voiced avatar? Solid Snake. That's actually a really good one. But the best, yeah, that's why. See, it's too many.
Like, are you talking like
a character that you would play as that's supposed to represent you? Usually one that you can change the name of and customize.
Oh. Okay, so one that you can basically a customized character, right?
Yeah. So who is the best voiced avatar?
I mean, it's Commander Shepard.
You're not wrong, but you're not right.
It's Commander Shepard. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, Femshep is voiced by Hale. What's her first name?
I guess my only Saints Row. I guess my only stipulation is that there's only one voice per body type, per gender? Question. Because like if there's multiple voices, like the Ultimate Tenkaichi avatar, the one that you make that you go through hero mode with.
Who is the really famous voice actor that has a last name Hale? I'm trying to remember.
Jennifer Hale?
Is it Jennifer Hale?
They give me like 10 options on voices and they're all fully voiced.
Yes, it's Jennifer Hale. Yes.
Hey.
Jennifer Hale.
Yeah, no, that's why I say like slight stipulation. Ideally, they only have one voice per gender, if applicable.
Okay, but they do. That's only one voice per gender.
The shepherds work. The shepherds work.
Yeah.
Which game has the best creative character?
Oh.
Probably God Eater 3. No. What? Is that? What's that one anime Dark Souls? Bandai did it. It had a crazy character customizer. Fucking forgot. I made Chell in it. Hold on. I made Chell in it. It's on my Instagram. I can check. I can check if I take 8 billion years to scroll through this shit. It's literally taking like a fat ass minute to load each chunk. And this was literally back when I like first invented Shell too.
Well, here's the thing. it's already kind of, decided what the best character creator is, and I mean, everyone who's in the character creation, like hardcore, knows the best is Black Desert. It's just expansive. It's like the game might not be as I personally didn't like the game itself, but the character creator in Black Desert is bar none the best of all time. It's just that good.
Sounds like copium.
It's not copium.
Yeah, but it sounds like copium.
Why does it sound like copium?
Because I've never heard of Black Desert. What the fuck is that?
It's online. It's an MMORPG.
Code Vein is the name of it, by the way. That's the game where I would wager has like a really solid one at the. Actually, never mind. You don't have a titty slider in that game. Phantasy Star Online does.
Listen, Black Desert Online
Damn,
has
Phantasy Star
30
Online
skin
2
tones.
is actually really
Black Desert
fucking
Online
good
has
for customizing.
Black Desert Online has over 30 skin tones, over 100 sliders.
Is there a boob slider?
Dude,
Is there a cock
Huh?
slider?
I honestly don't remember because it's been a bit, but
If
You
there's
know
no
that?
boob slider,
There
then it's beaten out
probably
by Phantasy Star.
yeah, there probably is.
The more that I think about Phantasy Star Online, it's like so
Fantasy
close.
Star.
It's literally so close to being like amazing, and just like not.
Fantasy Star.
Phantasy Star Online 2, which actually on Xbox, and since it's an MMO, it's free. Damn, we could play that technically. I'm pretty sure I deleted it off the Xbox though to make room for like 50 other games. And I might have to return the Xbox, so fuck if I know.
It's weird because I wouldn't even put Fantasy Star Online in my top 20. So
For customizers?
yes.
I mean, I was able to make a lot of diverse body types and like really inch away every height. I think that the
Wow.
sliders, despite the fact that they're like... The only problem I have with the sliders is the fact that it's very... I guess it's not binary, it's trinary. You can move it left, right, up, down, and they affect different things. So it's pretty much like you have two separate sliders that you can mix together, but you can't like have, because of the way that they work, you can't have like I'm trying to think of how to say this without being the world's weirdest man alive. You can't have a perky ass without having fat thighs. Sort of. There's definitely like room to finagle your way into things, but you're essentially picking a mixture between 4 options, and you can't choose 4 polarizing options, or 2 polarizing options basically. There's also less customization in like the face/eyes and nose. They have a lot of presets, don't get me wrong, but compared to like Monster Hunter with the RE engine, you do a lot of shit with Monster Hunter. But you can't customize eyelash color, nor can you customize facial expression. Like, you can literally go through and choose like default facial expression. So like, I made Shell in Phantasy Star Online 2, and I can actually change her expression so that she like has one eye closed and shit like that. It's kind of corny, but I like it, you know? It's fun.
Dragon's Dogma isn't too bad either.
Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm gonna give credit
that's
to where
fair.
it's due, despite the fact that it's literally paced like Xenoverse when it comes to unlocking customization. Sonic Forces actually does allow kids to create their own Sonic OC. I drew mine, but you know, it's not a bad idea. Lots
Is
of
it
good
weird?
references.
Is it weird that I kind of want to play Forces just for that?
I played Forces out of spite, so
Like I
You're in the
want to
clear.
make an Orange Hedgehog. Okay.
Yeah, no, honestly, I literally played Sonic Forces out of sheer spite. So I think you're in the clear.
Okay.
Because at least you're not doing it just out of hatred. Pure.
No.
And unadulterated and other synonyms. Hatred.
Let's go back to the created character voiced protagonist.
Yeah.
We
So
don't
like
really talk about that much.
what's the best voiced avatar? And the only reason why I have the stipulation of ideally only having one voice, you know, as opposed to like the multi-voice, is because then like Xenoverse and Ultimate Tenkaichi become really like good options. I like those voices. I like bassoons. I like the voice that I gave my Namekians. One of the voices is Leonardo. And then another one is Link in Japanese. That's actually the entire reason I gave my first Namekian the voice that he has, who is currently the voice of the Clown God of Destruction. Very funny, very roundabout. It's I'll get into that never or like some other time. But yeah, so like voice 8 in Xenoverse, I believe. I think it's voice 8. That's the guy who plays the Clown God of Destruction. And he's got this kind of like southern accent. And he goes like, Final Flash! It's just like a decent, it's got a nice raspiness to it that I think suits my Namekian. Cloud does not voice in his original appearance as far as I can remember. So he doesn't count, Oni. Yeah, it was actually really close. I had to think about it for a second. It's like, you can rename him. He is supposed to be an avatar.
I was starting to
But
think
no voice.
Dragon Age Inquisition, but actually there's 2 voices technically per gender. Yeah, like there's like a.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
It's weird because you can tell it's the same voice actor, but it's like 2 different tones. You know, it's like.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that I was looking at a specific game while I was talking about it, so I have that game in mind. I haven't said it yet. And specifically like an avatar, one that's ideally customized in some fashion. So again, Cloud would have counted if he even spoke in the PS1 original. But I don't think there's any voice clips from him at all. From any character in that game, now that I think about it.
Oh man, I'm really trying to think. Sunset Overdrive.
I haven't heard. I believe
Sunset
it though.
Overdrive.
There's not a lot of games that like don't give you more than one voice option. Like they're just like, yeah, have fun. Here's like 15 voice actors.
Hey, but I'm pretty sure Sunset Overdrive is only 1 voice per gender. Let's see.
Technically, the Mii's... No, never mind. I was going to say the Mii's count, but they do have multiple voice actors, whether it's in Smash or Mario Kart. The different body types... I mean, in Smash, you can customize what the voice is. And I actually don't know, to be fair. I don't really know. They also just make sounds. It's not really voice acting.
Okay, so it is one. Okay, in Sunset Overdrive, it is 1 voice per gender. So, and the male version was voiced by Yuri Lowenthal. So.
Ooh, yeah. That's a lot in his. That's a lot. That's a lot in that game's favor. I literally can't think of many others. Yeah, besides the one example I have that made me think about this, I can't fucking think of any others. Is there some sports game that's like, just, that I'm not thinking about? There has to be only 1 voice in wrestling games, right? Right?
No, there are multiple.
Dude, no way. What about fucking NBA? Like, literal like 2K?
Probably.
What about those sports games, bro? Like, does the My Career mode have just like multiple voice actors? There's no fucking way.
My God.
Can you customize your voice in Fallout 4?
You're actually correct. In the latest Maddens, in the latest Maddens, the thing with that is that first of all, shitty career mode, just holy shit. But yes, technically there's one voice for your character, so you can't really change the voice no matter how you make them look. Especially
really
in
funny.
2K, especially in like NBA 2K, like you could make your character the whitest person on the planet, and you could still sound like a black guy.
Yo, what's up, fool? Yeah, I'm up to ball. Pass me that. Yo, what's good? Hey, what up? Just looking like a fucking... looking like... I can't even think of enough white people that could surmise the image in my head. He looks like a Brandon and a Johnny all at the same time. It's like Eminem and Post Malone had a baby. Oh god.
Post Malone. That's crazy, dude.
Okay, alright, so the thing that made me think about this is how much I fucking love the voice actor of your skater in Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. He's such a funny ass voice. He sounds white as shit, so you can make a black guy and he's gonna be like, "Hey man, dude, that was so sick. Oh yeah, naked ladies." Just like the most Johnny voice of all time. But man, American Wasteland, dude, what a fucking game. Everyone talks about like Pro Skater or like Underground. No one talks about American Wasteland. I'm glad I missed out on the spin-offs in between and Proving Ground, though.
I do personally prefer Underground.
I haven't played Underground, so I can't judge it, but I can judge Pro Skater. I've seen those, I've played them.
Yeah.
They're like literally clunkier American Wasteland. And it's fine, they control great. You know, Mario 64, clunkier Mario Sunshine. You'd be shot if you said it had bad controls. Unless you were talking about the camera. But you know, it's like still a good game.
Well,
American Wasteland? Ooh, so snappy. Like,
well,
I play American Wasteland for every reason I don't play Proving Ground, and I play Proving Ground for every reason I don't play American Wasteland. You know, Proving Ground has a simulation mode. It's pretty fun, actually. Makes me feel like I'm playing Skate because I missed out on that franchise.
Let's see. Yes, okay, here it is.
I didn't play that remake, no, only.
So,
I've missed out on that. I want it, though. I want to buy it.
For me, it would be Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Oh.
Well, some people would say that the Maya version sucks, like really sucks. I think he's fine. But it's Cassandra that is pretty darn good. She got nominated for the Game Awards and the BAFTA Game Awards and all that stuff. I don't know what it is about Cassandra, but the way that she portrays the emotion and the way that you can tell, she just sells the character really well, and the way that she grows up from being this hard-headed mercenary who's very cocky to this basically predecessor assassin type character who's a little more sensible, you know, knows a lot more about the world, and understands how the world like flows, right? So it's just a really good performance, and it's great that she's the canon, like she's a canon choice.
Like she's kind of the main character, the default of defaults, even.
Yeah, it's Yeah, it's just a really good performance. You know, even people who hate Odyssey, there's a lot of people who hate Odyssey because it's not like the Assassin's Creed of old. You know,
Yeah,
a lot of
it's
people
this
like
open
the
world
hood.
RPG
And
as
while,
opposed to like the sandbox
yeah,
stealth
right.
game.
And while I like the old ones too. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I played
my second,
Revelations a decent chunk of it, and then
yeah,
I played, and to me, I was just like, this is so fun, this is so cool, I can make the smoke bombs, and it's like Batman, it's like Arkham City, and bro, I just compared you to one of the best games of all time. Damn, like, so Assassin's Creed Revelations, yeah, Revelations is so
yeah,
far my favorite.
Revelations is my favorite.
And Black Flag, my brother loved because he loved the pirate stuff, and I don't blame him for that. Pirate stuff does look neat,
Oh,
but I like.
bro, how
I think I
are you talking about my two of my top 3 favorite? What the fuck? Anyways, my favorite in order is Revelations is 1, Odyssey is 2, and Black Flag is 3. That's my top 3 in order.
Yeah, I think
Hmm.
I haven't played enough of the older games like 1 and 2 to be like, oh yeah, or Brotherhood to be like, oh yeah, this is where I stand on the series. But I can say that like Assassin's Creed became yearly for like a little while, and it was just like they were just pumping them out. Ubisoft was just like, eat. We gave us money though. Eat. And I was just sitting here looking at them, and I was just like, do they still have like the good climbing mechanics? Because like I think I mentioned it earlier, or perhaps in the previous episode, Assassin's Creed Revelations I love because it really plays around with your movements. It's very active. It's not just hold a button and literally do everything.
Right.
Now, there's still plenty of automation, but it's almost like how in Uncharted you still need to like look for what to climb on, which is enough of an objective. Sure, it can bog down like a replay, a second playthrough or something. But there are definitely some ways to like streamline it or see how fast you can do it. I think speedruns of linear games are always super interesting. Especially down the 100% route. 100% speedruns are definitely my favorite because people will turn the game inside out to find the fastest route. I mean, sometimes they do that like even without the 100% incentive, like Mario 64. But yeah, for like Assassin's Creed, movement was just a part of things that you had to consider. So I liked it a lot, and when I played Black Flag and they like just removed the hook blade and so much of it was automated, I was just like, so I can't even choose for precise climbing whether to go slow or fast. I'm just always moving fast, and he just automatically goes to whatever, which literally made for this one difficult time because I was trying to get something in the center of some pillars, and Edward, I think that's his fucking name.
Yep.
Dumbass,
Edward.
I'll call him. he just wouldn't go to the center of like some branches, and I was like, you fucking dude, if I literally could tell you to gently go, I would, but they removed that option because in the Revelations you can run with R1, and then you can sprint run, go faster if you hold X alongside R1. So like RB and A on an Xbox controller. And
yep.
Yeah, that just gave your character a actual level of control, and it made sure that you could be like, okay, let's take it down a notch, let's move a little bit slower. I want to make sure that you climb on that thing, and then you hold like the just the bumper or something. And then obviously holding the bumper and the face button was not very difficult, so it wasn't an accessibility thing, and it wasn't for any like new option in the game. So they just streamlined it with big ass quotation marks on it for pretty much no reason, making you have less precise control over your character. And I didn't really like that at all. It would be like if you were forced to use the D-pad in a 3D Sonic game. You can see how like not having the normal control, and assume the acceleration was just like fucked up. So you're playing Sonic Heroes and you can't walk, so you're just using the D-pad. How are you supposed to come to a stop at the D, you know? But, yeah. I very much so enjoyed the movement of, at the very least, Revelations, especially with the hook blade. There was a rhythm to it, and it was very nice. It was, it reminded me of how you could time Catwoman's climbing in Arkham City. Once again, not the comparison. But it was more fun and good, for sure. Because Catwoman's is just like a weird mini-game that you play for as long as you need to, or you spam. Like, it's very inconsequential.
Yeah.
But Assassin's Creed actually made it like a system. And I enjoyed that. Compared to most like other platformers, I think Assassin's Creed is one of those games that people don't instinctively call a platformer, but most definitely is.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, the newer games you could say no.
Yeah, maybe.
Because
and you could damn near call Zelda Breath of the Wild a platformer.
Huh.
Speaking of platformers, whew. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I was looking at it. I have it at the side here. It's a fantastic game. I think it's perfect.
AC2, AC Rogue, and Origins.
What'd you say?
Dan, I was looking at Dan's list.
Assassin's Creed 2, Rogue, Origins are your favorites.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, so here's the thing. The thing with Origins is that people like Origins because it's not quite Odyssey, so it's not quite, far away. But there's also enough change to make it feel fresh.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why people really like Origins. And it's a good game.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
I like the music.
Can't agree.
And people like Egypt.
Yeah.
I personally don't, but that's...
Wow. Racist, are we?
Yeah, you heard me. I don't like Egypt.
Fuck Egypt. Fuck Dio. Fuck Part 3. Stars Crusaders, y'all ain't even need to go there. Fuck that woman. She could just die.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like that.
Hey, what's going on, ass? Good to see you in the chat.
Good to see you.
Fucking damn, no custom emotes.
And then
Listen, man, when I get sponsored, eventually Twitch will look at me and be like, "Hey, you streamed for long enough, dickhead. There you go. You can upload your drawings and have them as emotes."
That would be fun.
Yeah, I actually will say I do want to have the cast become more consistent. I'll definitely try hosting it more, because at this point I don't really use my laptop for much, and just recording audio like this, pretty fine. That said, we are rolling up on 3 hours for this episode as well. So is there like any final topic that we wanna think about, or like roll back over to something before? Hey, that lullaby was pretty great.
I would like to talk about
Once in a lullaby, I should say. Assassin's Creed Rogue. I like it because you play as a Templar with Assassin's Creed skills.
Yeah,
I
it's
did not know
interesting.
that.
Yeah, that's an interesting game. It's the only one where you play as a Templar.
I'd be more interested to see where the story goes with that. Like, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Actually, no. Technically, you play as a Templar in AC3 because you at the beginning of the game in AC3 you play as an assassin, but he turns into a Templar, and then you switch to a guy who becomes an assassin, and then they like fight each other. But
I see. AC2 is the best because of the Ezio collection story-wise.
yeah, AC2 is the easiest one to say. Oh yeah, that's the best one. Because it is pretty darn good.
I will say, games that take influence from history, like Black Ops and inadvertently Assassin's Creed, pretty fucking dope, honestly.
I love Black Ops 2.
I never got to play Black Ops 2, and shit. I mean, there's still like 1,000 people playing. Oh my god. there's still 1,000 people playing Black Ops 1. Like, if I boot this shit up right now, there's probably gonna be, like, 1,700 people online. On PlayStation. Crazy. Started with Brotherhood because I love Rome. I see. What else?
No, imagine
Right.
starting with the second game on Ezio Trilogy.
Oh yeah, the White Knight Chronicles. I have so many games that I really do just need to like play through and record, cause like there's literally a part of me that's just like, yeah, I could enjoy these games on my own, but I talk to myself, so fuck it.
I would love to see you play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I don't know why, but
I think my brother
just
actually
love to
owns
see
it. Actually, with that in mind, I would be able to do that on Twitch.
Yeah.
If my brother owns it and I can download it onto this PS4, and it's a game that I haven't played before, so I don't. It's not like I had local save data that was lost. I'm not touching Xenoverse ever again. Fucking god, dude. I just did so much. I expected to have so much more time with it, and then boom, Thunderstorm fucked up the damn thing. So sad.
Dan, I have a confession. I started
What?
with Budokai 2.
Same.
I started-
Budokai 2.
I started with Tenkaichi 2.
Then I played Budokai 1.
Actually,
No,
Tenkaichi 2 was my
played 3.
introduction to the whole fucking franchise. Like, I
Yeah.
will forever be nostalgic to that game because of that. Its story mode was actually kind of ass, but I will always call it lit. Actually,
I still like Budokai 2 the most. 'cause
there's
I like
our best
the
next
card
question.
game thing. I like the board game.
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
the
thing.
board
That's cool.
scenario. The Monopoly.
Yeah. Monopoly.
But there's our next question. What is the best, like, licensed anime game story mode?
Licensed anime
Oh.
game story mode?
Anime.
Because I have, like,
Best.
almost every Dragon Ball game under my belt, but
Uh,
I don't
I
really
don't
have, like,
have
the story
Budokai 1.
games. You never played Budokai 1, Danny?
No.
Not even in the HD collection?
Nope.
Dude, that's like the fucking best.
I'm still pissed the fuck off they didn't put Budokai 2 in the HD collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was some hot
Because
garbage.
people hate it.
Honestly, it wasn't even because people hate it. It's probably because it just like sold like slightly less. So they're just like, we don't need to put that on here. No one's gonna miss it.
Bitches.
They were just being some dickheads. How do you call it the
Anyway,
Budokai HD collection
best
and it has 1 and
Collection, and
3?
you have 1 and 3.
Best
Yeah.
licensed anime game story mode.
Ooh.
I think Raging Blast, honestly, like
Uh,
you have to discount like the. I would personally discount either original stories or later games like Kakarot, because of course they're gonna have like great
Is
production
it-
value. Burst Limit and Raging Blast, I think, did a pretty good, fine job.
so are we excluding?
I don't know if we're
original?
excluding original stories. We don't necessarily have to.
Because like,
If that's the case, then I would say Xenoverse
Oh.
1 gets my pick. But also,
well, the thing is, I do think Kakarot is the greatest Dragon Ball game of all time.
I'm glad you have an opinion that you were wrong about.
Just how I feel, man. I spent hours upon hours on that game. I loved it.
I mean, it is nice that you enjoyed it.
Uh,
I enjoy Ultimate Tenkaichi still, but man, is that game hot garbage. My enjoyment of it is purely
you can't
like,
say that about
retarded.
Kakarot, though. You can't say it's hot
Yeah.
garbage.
yeah, mainly because I haven't played it. But you know, yeah,
You haven't played Kakarot?
I haven't played Kakarot. I know that it has relatively simple mechanics, and just knowing me, my favorite games are ones with pretty deep mechanics. Like, not even just that they're hard, but just that they're fun to master, and mastering them isn't 3 buttons or something.
Bruh. That's a mobile game. That's a mobile game, bro.
Yeah.
The best story.
Dude,
mode.
Dragon Ball Legends. Whoo, that battle story.
Oh yeah,
mode,
Dokkan
eh?
Battle.
Yeah.
That story mode
Oh.
kicks ass.
Dragon Ball Legend.
I guess we may as well separate it. Original stories, or like slightly inaccurate
You done
story.
that?
Yeah, like
Licensed anime game with the best story.
Oh.
It's One Piece Warriors. Yeah.
I haven't played those. I'll have to take your word for it.
One Piece.
One
I
Is it called One Piece Warriors or
One
is it
Piece
called something
Pirate
else?
Warriors.
Pirate Warriors, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that you meant the Moshu games or whatever.
mean,
you call
literally-
those, Koei Tecmo.
I mean, they're literally doing like what people consider one of the greatest anime stories of all time. So I mean, like, and it's a Warriors game, so you know, I'm a little biased. Okay.
I still need to get Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. I can't fucking find it physically anywhere. I have to like order it. I want to own it physically because I'm already running out of digital space. Monster Hunter's getting large, damn
You
it.
could also say Gundam Warriors.
Maybe.
Uh,
I don't know what the story
yeah,
mode
it's
there is like. What about that one Fist of the
It's
North
like-
Star game?
Is it just literally just
Oh,
Dance
Ken's
Warriors
Rage.
Gundam?
Ken's Rage.
Funny that Naruto Storm 3 was my favorite Platinum PS3 game. You can rent
And
it
like
right
first
off.
one.
Okay, it's called,
I definitely
it's
want to
called
own the
Dynasty
games that I
Warriors
have.
Gundam.
Dynasty Warriors Gundam. I guess.
I mean,
Oh, or
hey,
go
it's
straight
Gundam,
by.
bro.
Ken's Rage was good. I didn't need it more.
But
I
yeah.
only have Ken's Rage 2. Berserk was weird.
There was actually a Berserk game that had a really good story mode that I think
Band
that
of the
has talked
Hawk.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the story is
of
good,
the-
but the game is not really.
No, like one on the PS2 that was still really good.
Oh,
Or at the very least in cutscenes.
I only played Storm Free.
You know, honestly, Burst Limit doesn't have the Boost Saga, but Raging Blast
Nope.
has kind of lazier cutscenes.
Dude, I'm waiting for the Dragon Ball Warriors. Come on,
Honestly, that's not a bad idea. Hold on.
Dragon
Kid,
Ball Warriors.
Kid Goku and the Red Ribbon Army? That's a great idea. But everyone hates
know.
Dragon Ball, I guess. Why can't we have a, like, Dragon Ball Origins 3
Or
for
nobody
fuck's
knows about Dragon
I'm
Ball.
sorry. I'm sorry that
Berserker
I
and
want to be.
Falcon.
I'm sorry
released
that
in
I want to
Japan.
play as Kid Goku with the power pole,
Smashing
wrecking
the shit out of
thousands
thousands.
of the Red Ribbon Army.
I don't know, that's literally sick. That's like such a good idea.
Yeah,
Oh.
and
Now
you
I'm
can
pissed
have
off. Now I want
Krillin.
that.
you could have Krillin and Yamcha and Bulma and all
Tell V to
them.
look at the
Like,
Fist of the North Star PS1
TM.
game show.
That one
TN
is
would be
good.
cool.
That one is good.
Yeah, that would be
That one
really
is
nice.
good.
And you can even have launch with guns and
Jackie
grenades.
Jackie Chan.
that'd be
like,
fun.
come on.
I want to see launch with like
Come
a bunch
on.
of artillery though.
And honestly, you can play as villains in these games too. So you could have the
Ooh.
fucking bunny. You could have
Monster Rabbit, Monster Carrot.
yeah. You could have.
He
Piccolo.
turns everyone into carrots and he uses big ass carrots to smack people. Like, I've seen Hyrule Warriors, alright? They do not hold back on the creativity. This shit would be awesome. No, like, full
Yeah,
stop.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the reason why I want to play Hyrule Warriors is because of Ganondorf being playable. Like, I literally finally let that sink in after, like, literally some months ago. I remember because I was looking up, like, GIFs for me to put in the post on the RP site. And it was when, basically, when Ganondorf fights, Son of Hell as an initiation test. And I searched up a bunch of different... I just got an advertisement, I'm closing the app. Anyways, I got a bunch of different images, and I was just like, really realizing, oh shit, Ganondorf is playable. Not you can play as Ganondorf in Super Smash Brothers, where he's still half Falcon. No, Ganondorf is gonna fucking run around like a super strong asshole and beat the shit out of everything. Are you kidding? He summons a bunch of different like lightning balls, pulls homage, gets a whole bunch of different weapons. Like it's actually great. And I want that. And now that like I'm not looking for basically Breath of the Wild because I played it. Now that I'm not looking for that game to come out, I have absolutely zero hard feelings about the non-canon story and how fucking balls to the walls fan servicey it gets in both aspects. God, what is that main character? The main villain? Just tits out there. Never seen it before in Zelda. It's just they weren't expecting. Except for Thelma, Twilight Princess, but she was fat. Fat tits don't count. A fat lady's tits don't count, you know? 3-hour stream. Woo. Yeah. I guess I was talking about the fucking licensed games story mode. Let's separate that question. Let's break that down into 3 things. Accuracy. What had the most admirable accuracy? I'm banning Budokai 1. That's just so godlike.
Admirable accuracy?
Yeah. What has
Accurate to the
most
anime?
admirable? Yeah, pretty much. Like
Okay.
the kind of accuracy to the anime that you can just appreciate. You can just sit back and be like, "That's so good. I'm so glad they did this." Because obviously Tenkaichi 3, yeah. Because I guess
It's
an
not just
example.
Dragon Ball.
No, any anime game. Because for something like Tenkaichi 3, I like the story mode, but that shit is iffy. I like it a lot. It's very functional, very playable, and it gets the point across. But you don't get to experience Zarbon versus Vegeta in its story mode. It starts off at the Ginyu Force. Like, Jesus, man, slow down. Namek Saga is my favorite.
I don't know. I feel like Budokai 1 is painfully accurate.
Yeah, Budokai 1 did their shit. They did their fucking homework, dude. But that's why I'm banning it, because it's like, yeah, no, that they just popped off on the first one. Let's put that one to the side. Let the other ones shine. And again, any anime game. Obviously, I've only played Dragon Ball games, so can't really speak on the
Storm
ninja.
games.
Here's the thing though, like I haven't played that many licensed anime games. Like,
Fair. I
Dragon
guess we would
Ball-
just both be talking about
I
Dragon
mean,
Ball.
I played Ninja Storm for Naruto, but
Yeah, there's a small part of me that wants to play through the Storm games. A small part, but a part nonetheless.
yeah. It's good, but it's also like I don't know. It's just not great. Like it's just all of them are just kind of average.
Yeah, like
Like,
I would say like to separate them into 3 categories, it would be the anime accuracy, the fun of playing them, and then the interest
Fun?
of being in them. Yeah.
The interest of
Like
playing
what's
them.
like the most interesting, I would say like the fun of playing the actual missions, like, you know, they didn't make you do some troglodyte bullshit. What's a good bad story mission?
A good bad story mission.
Like, obviously it's accurate to the anime, or a good I'm trying to think of a good example of a bad story mission. One that's, regardless, accurate to the anime, but shitty to play through. Low-key. Oh! Budokai 3. The AI just fucking spams. Fuck that shit. It's so annoying. Kid Buu, you're not tough. You're literally just doing a move that I cannot block. And unfortunately,
There is-
sidestepping doesn't work unless I do it in
Okay, I'm
advance.
kind of stepping into my.
Infinite World.
I'm kind of stepping into the Kakarot realm here, and I'm saying that there are a lot of fetch quests in Kakarot. Like you have to get like a certain amount of things to create
Right.
something to continue the story.
And it's pretty arbitrary. You just, like, literally go fetch them.
Right, and I mean it's not like the Dragon Balls, right? Like
Yeah.
if I had to go
It's
and
like, get
search
30
for Dragon
pieces of
Balls,
wood.
that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool, and that would actually make sense. But like, and like this stuff made sense too. You know, like you need this stuff for this item, so it's like accurate.
Right,
But like,
yeah.
no one wants to do that. You know, no one wants to just.
Yeah. So
Oh.
like, something that's fun to play would be the opposite of that. But something that's interesting to play would be inaccurate and not necessarily like super fun.
Something
it-
fun to
it's-
play
it's
would
like
be. Something fun to play would be.
Something fun to me is just any
any
time of
Dynasty
10K.
Warriors, any Dynasty Warriors anime games spin-off.
Yeah, something fun to me, like some of the most fun story modes, 10K 'cause you can just
Did you
choose
know-
not to progress the cutscenes.
Did you know that they did a Fist of the North Star Warriors game?
I feel like that was the one I was thinking about.
Yeah,
Uh,
Ken's Rage.
Okay, yeah. Hokuto no
Ken's
Ken.
Rage 1 and 2.
Ken Reiju.
Ken's Rage 1 and 2.
Can't
I
be
have
one of my
to.
streams without a little racism. Let's see. I think, okay, so like, accurate story mode, I'd give it to Raging Blast 1, because it also has,
Accurate.
yeah, no, it's just accurate. It doesn't skimp out on much detail, and it has fine cutscenes. They're not the best, but the perfect actions and the mid-mission dialogue really helps seal that you're playing these like it's the anime. And I have fond memories of like watching the
Admirable.
episodes of Kai, and then playing Raging Blast 1, even if its gameplay wasn't as fun. I give accuracy that.
Okay. I think admirable accuracy would be Kakarot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Straight up. I mean, it's literally an open world version of playing through the whole Dragon Ball Z story.
Yeah. What about you, Dan?
And it's
The
It's
most
accurate.
accurate, probably
it's a pretty
Kakarot.
accurate game.
The most fun, probably Budokai 2.
It could be any anime game. Me and Spoon just kind of
Mm.
played more Dragon Ball ones.
Yeah, most fun would be like Pirate Warriors.
Probably
Okay,
a
so
second favorite, probably
Warriors
the
for most fun.
Ken's Rage 2. Like the
Okay.
moves are fun.
And then the last one is like the most
Uh,
interesting story mode, like where they either took the most
Interesting.
risks or did something that was really like creative. And to me, Xenoverse 1, it has the most interesting story, so that makes it the most interesting story mode. But also the way that was set up wasn't too bad. I think the quests were fine. And in a sense,
think-
it helped like with the world building of being
I'm
a time
gonna
controller.
talk about a very obscure game. Let's see. Do visual novels count?
Sure. Fuck it.
Visual novel games?
Visual novel. Well, are they based off of a visual novel? Basically, as long as it's licensed, I don't give
No,
a fuck.
no. It's the game.
Okay, so it's more like a
It's
visual
an
novel
original
of
story.
a game.
It's an
Or
original.
The game is a visual novel game. That's an original
Yes.
concept.
Yes.
Fuck it. Now I just want to hear about it.
Like it's based in the same world, right,
Mhm.
as the anime, but it's
Oh, okay. Well,
but
if it's
like,
still based
the
in
the style of the game is
Mhm.
like a visual novel.
world. Yeah, I mean, if it's still based in a licensed property, then that's all that really matters. So fuck it. Go
Okay.
for it.
Hey, it's a Guilty Crown Last Christmas.
Last
And here's-
Christmas.
Last
For
Christmas,
most
and here's why.
interesting story mode.
Here's why it's the most interesting. First of all, it's a canon prequel to the anime. So
Hmm.
it actually revolves around Sagai, who's like one of the main antagonists in the anime,
Mhm.
and it's 10 years before everything. So, and it's this experiment that he's going through. Sagai is like a normal person, but if you watch the anime, he's kind of crazy, you know.
Right.
A fun and entertaining kind of crazy, but he's crazy. you know, and he's it's an interesting. I guess it's more like an interesting story. Like it's interesting the way that they made it like a canon prequel to the anime, and it's just it's and the
Is there any
putting
way
it
that they
into a
use the
visual
story
novel,
mode that makes
like,
it really?
yeah, and like making a story mode is pretty cool. Like,
I guess it is a
like
visual novel game, so
is like, yeah.
yeah.
Huh. Well, it's interesting. It's an interesting game.
I
If
can
you're gonna
see
call
that.
it a game.
Yeah, I could see a lot of that. I think for me, like the thing that makes Xenoverse 1 so interesting is, well, for the first time, we kind of had an original take on the Dragon Ball story. You know, it wasn't much, but the whole concept of just like, they're fucking with time, and they're trying to rewrite Dragon Ball history. It's what made Xenoverse 1 really entertaining, and Xenoverse 2 really not, to me, as a story mode. Because...
You know what's also interesting about Last Christmas?
Hmm.
It's loosely based on A Christmas Carol.
Huh.
Like he has like the 3 ghosts, right? So he has the 3 like ghosts, but it's
Dragon
very
Ball.
loose. Like it's like their own kind of, you know, they're not like doing it directly from Christmas Carol, right? But like
Right.
it's loosely based on it. It has the ghosts. It's like, yeah.
Right, yeah.
It's just very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
Oh yeah, so like for Xenoverse 1 for me, I think it's just like the first time they really tried to deviate from standard Dragon Ball stories, and to me what I liked about it was the fact that it pretty much had a purpose. It wasn't like some like, whatever, let's make a conflict. No, they made a villain, they made a story, and they did this stuff for this game. They created Demigra for Xenoverse, and damn, it's actually like an interesting character. And also the way that they handled the quests and the time travel, I thought was pretty interesting because it helped give some context. It helped give some context to the parallel quests, which all have their own little description as to like what they are or why it's happening. Yeah, it's very light. It's literally like one sentence at like most, but
Yeah.
still like it. And the reasons why it drops the ball for me in Xenoverse 2 is because it's retreading over the same old ground with barely any changes. The very fucking thing that makes every other story mode kinda boring. Like, credit where credit is due, Tenkaichi 3 looked at the sales of Tenkaichi 2 and said, okay, buy this game with better gameplay. Okay, is the story mode any different? Yeah, it's different, alright. There's a lot less of it. It's different. Oh yeah, also Oni, this song is Jolly Roger Bay or Dire Dire Docks. It's just like the water level of Mario 64. Specifically this being the remix from Hotline Sawani, so very, very nice lo-fi. Now, what about you, Danny? What's the most, what is the most Hotline Sawani? Here, I'll spell it out for you.
Yeah, that's the most interesting anime licensed game.
Yeah.
Damn.
Most interesting.
Like,
Fuck.
technically, Budokai 2 could be a contender because it fucking portrays the story mode as Monopoly, you know?
Maybe.
Or it could be Tenkaichi 2 because you have the open
but
map.
I don't want to be a Dragon Ball anymore. I want.
Yeah. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's entirely up to you.
Could be one time.
Well, that's really hard to me. Fuck.
Oni says the most interesting story mode? Astro Boy Omega Factor on Game Boy Advance. Shit.
Astro Boy.
Ooh, Actually, dialing it back to accuracy real quick, Dragon Ball Origins and Advanced Adventure, those are really good. Those are really good. They're really accurate. Advanced Adventure barely got censored, you know? And, I think it just changed Oolong's Wish, but Dragon Ball Origins? I played, like, a little bit of it. Damn, they could, like, go by episode to by episode. Gotta finish those games. Very nice, very fun, very accurate. Very passion-oriented, too. Most interesting story mode thing. For like any licensed anime game. Just like looking through your collection. Where are they?
Yeah. Yeah, let me check, cause it's
honestly a very interesting story. Is actually Dragon Ball Legends. I actually think it's pretty interesting because it takes the aspect of the universe where it's kind of like, you know, like history is kind of different and everything, right? But it's also like this thing where it's like this cool concept of like all these characters coming together in like this weird tournament thing.
In kind of like a crossover fashion.
Right, yeah, and it's, I don't know, I think it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I could see it be the same kind of interesting as Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. Where it's just like, yeah, some of these characters already exist next to each other, but it's cool to see them in these kinds of environments with these other characters.
Right.
Even if they're from the same universe.
Right, they did, yeah, I think it's just, it's kind of like Dragon Ball Legends and Dragon Ball Fighters were kind of trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, but Fighters
but
did
like
it terribly.
but like Dragon Ball Legends did it better, so.
The main problem with Fighters is definitely just that the story mode was stale to play. Has plenty of great dialogue interactions, but it didn't justify the staleness.
Shit at Rose.
Yeah. Because the game itself is fun when you play it, sure, but
no,
usually...
do not lie to yourself.
Hey man, listen, they're getting rollback. Eventually, it'll be fun. You know, soon enough. No, I played some of Fighters, and I do think that it's genuinely a fine fighting game. I appreciate the fact that it tries to make things accessible, but I don't appreciate some of the, like, first of all, bounce choices, but more importantly, universal mechanics that are in. Like, the fucking anti-air, just, you pressed crouching heavy attack. You pressed down and circle. Your opponent's air move will now always miss. Like, if someone comes down with a landing aerial and it just misses you,
smash the CD.
Smash the CG, smash the CD, fuck up your disc tray, call it a slur. No, call TN a slur.
Anyways, so.
I think I got it.
It's
J-Stars. It's J-Stars.
J-Stars. I'll take that answer, honestly. The most interesting story mode? The J-Stars, not Jump Force,
Story
right?
mode, I don't know about story mode, but the gameplay is...
Dude,
What?
Jump Force was just so shit all around, like, it's like...
No,
not
J-Stars,
even
not Jump Force.
about.
Jump Force was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jump Force was absolutely terrible.
It looks
And
gross.
the servers are gonna die this month.
Good.
Yeah.
The game lived for less time. That game literally lived for less time. Hold on. When did Jump Force come out?
In 2020?
2020. So Metal Gear Solid 5 releases in
I'll be right
2015. Understandable. Metal Gear Solid 5 releases in 2015 on all platforms at the time. And just recently, 360 and PS3 servers are going down. Imagine that. Last gen, 7 years old. I mean, like, I will give Konami shit for a lot of the things that they do. But if there's one thing I have to appreciate, it's that they actually kept up the servers.
No, it's 2018. Bruh.
For Oh, Jump Force came out in
Jump Force.
2018. Okay.
October.
Still
boy.
really funny. Nah, you know what's on the small side topic of fucking interesting stories. Shadow the Hedgehog's stupid fucking game with its goddamn, like, just primitive
Interesting
ass
games.
bullshit karmic system.
Mm.
It's like, I just see a lot of missed potential in Shadow the Hedgehog. That's what pisses me off the most about it. Because in isolation, a lot of it, the ideas that it presents are really good and have literally worked in the past. But it wasn't designed for anything that it tried to do. So it just became this, like, unfocused mess. where fucking integral cutscenes to introduce characters won't show up until you're on the second to last level of that branch. God. Or where the character's gonna get introduced and you never know if you're gonna see them again. Shadow the Hedgehog was literally just missed potential to me. Whereas Sonic 06 needs to be entirely reworked for it to be a, like, good story. Let alone a good game. But hey, someone is fixing it. Project 06? I respect the hell out of that. Part of me wishes I could play it. You can play it, Danny. You can play Project 06.
No, I don't think I was talking about that.
Yeah. But, like, you know, Shadow's a missed opportunity. Sonic 06 is a miss. There was no opportunity there. You need to emulate it. I'm not surprised. No, isn't it like a separate thing that technically doesn't run on emulation? Or is it actually an emulated 360 mod? Because I thought it was a separate thing that you could just download, akin to how Sonic Roboblast 2 and its go-karting side game, Sonic Roboblast 2 Kart, are able to be downloaded as separate titles, despite both being Doom mods. Legacy of Kain 2 has a fan remaster. Well, at any rate, I believe that by the time Spoon comes back, we'll probably say our farewells. It was a good run, you know, good double episode recording. Hopefully last episode is gonna go off without a hitch and not, like, just get plagued. You know, Tails was there for a few moments, started sweating, said a few things, started sweating more. It's like, listen, man, I get it, and everyone else here gets it, and the viewers are probably gonna get it, if there are any. But man, you think Twitch is gonna get it? I've seen what they let slide. Guys like me, they don't let me slide.
Yeah.
I don't have tits. I'm not Pokemon. Like, I can't. I don't get to be. I don't get off the hook like that.
You don't have that power. You don't have the people.
I'm still thinking about the fact that I don't have any fucking save data on PS4. I mean, I played a little bit of Doom Eternal, and I think that's the only thing that has save data that I've played. I'm just gonna stream those all back at some point. And man, God, 70 hours of Bloodborne.
Ooh.
So many hours of Metal Gear Solid 5, honestly. Like, I was still building up to stuff. I mean, the online stuff is seemingly saved, but shit, dude. How am I gonna use it? I'd be shocked if I have any GMP when I restart the game. I mean, on the one end, I could do a challenge run, but the very reason why I didn't start a new game is because I didn't want to lose the local save data. Either way, I still reluctantly played that game out of habit. It's so good when I don't think of it as a Metal Gear game, but, you know, maybe I just, like, shouldn't have played most of it on, like, a non-lethal mindset. Because that definitely made the game, 1, too easy, and 2, not interesting. I'm gonna be shit. I'm not gonna use full tints at all. Actually, that's what I'll do. That's my plan. Aw, man. Arkham Knight. I 100% of that damn game on normal. No, hard. But, like, normal story. It wasn't New Game Plus. I wanted the... See, I actually was down to replay Arkham Knight 2 on New Game Plus. Whatever. It's still like... I'm just so happy I didn't start playing Infamous Second Son or anything. Like, I was so reserved with what games I was playing on that system.
Okay, I'm back. What are we talking about?
I was just talking about how sad I was at losing all my local save data on PS4. I'm still thinking about it. And I guess it just means I'm gonna have to stream, like, me getting the saves back at some point. But, yeah. I was just saying that, I also mentioned that, like, when you get back, we're probably gonna say our farewells. It's a 3.5-hour stream. Pretty good episode. Nice double recording session.
Yeah.
Glad that this was happening. So, like, any closing thoughts or reflections off of what happened in this episode?
Hey, you know what? All I can say is good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
In case I don't see you.
In case I don't see you.
Yeah.
That is literally it.
See you in 1 year. So happy Hanukkah, happy Valentine's Day.
In case I don't see ya, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. Fuck.
That's a good one.
Oh boy.